into the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth directly behind home plate here at the Jack on the campus of Pike County High School. It is a beautiful afternoon for some high school baseball, and we are glad to have you on board with us as we get ready for the 2026 home opener for the Pike County Pirates. Here today going to be taking on the Locust Grove Wildcats. We are just minutes away from this afternoon's first pitch. So glad to have you here. I'm Chad Feltman with K13 Media, joined to my right today by Mr. Greg Parrott, and to my left, we've got the one and only Chris Childress here with us. Gentlemen, there's nothing like a home opener, and Greg Parrott, I'll start with you here today. Boy, this is got to be one of the best days of the year, right? Here at home at Pike County, first home game of the season.
Absolutely. 68 degrees, sunny skies, maybe a few clouds, but it don't get no better than this. The field looks beautiful. I know Coach Parrott, he got out here and cut it today. So we're looking forward to a good game. Hopefully we can play a tight game. When I say tight, I mean no errors, timely hitting, and good pitching.
Well, Chris Childress, we definitely need a solid game today. Had a tough one yesterday against Stars Mill, but welcome home, my friend. Home opener for 2026. Great to have you on the broadcast.
Man, I am so stoked to be here. We're going to have a good one on the mound. Braden Stevens, last time that we were up, he got the player of the game. Last time Braden took the mound, he had 5 solid innings of ball to come in for relief behind Brody Adams. But tonight, he's going to start on the bump. And you know what? Just like Pike County would have it, last time we played a scrimmage here against Stars Mill in a preseason game, there was MLB in the house.
Yep.
The Mets were in the house. We've had our own local folks that were in the house for the Angels, and I think I even had Arizona here. Tonight, guys, the Yankees and the Marlins scouts are here.
Well, that's because they knew Greg Parrott was going to be here.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So.
And look, ABAC, we got ABAC next to us. There's a couple commits on this Locust Grove team. Look, it's Pike County baseball, and when you're at the Jack, it is real, and the vibe is real. The fans are already filling up the stands. We would imagine by the second inning or so, we're going to have a packed-out crowd with state championship signs hanging in left center and right center from 22 to 19, with 28 and 10 hanging out and right on the retired numbers of Don Hanson, the coach, 20-year coach of this great ball club, and number 10, Hunter Strickland, who's working on his 10th year of Major League Baseball. I'm excited to be at the Jack.
It's going to be a great day for high school baseball. Again, the Pirates opening up the 2026 season. Home opener here tonight at Pike County High School. We're going to take our first break. When we come back, we're going to run through tonight's starting lineups. We are glad to have you on the broadcast as we are getting ready for first pitch. Pike County and Locust Grove live with K13 Media.
Truck Month is back at Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Jackson, and we're celebrating by offering savings up to $19,000 off the sticker price on select 2026 Ram 1500 models. Qualified buyers can even take advantage of 0% financing for 60 months. Be sure to shop our huge online inventory at countrysideautomotive.com, and let's find your new ride at Countryside. I-75 exit 205 and Highway 16 in Jackson, Georgia.
Dedication, compassion, and integrity. We've got the experience and expertise. When you need some help and you feel like there's nowhere to go, you can count on us for everything you need to know. The Sellers Law Firm, where clients become family.
Well, we got AC/DC playing behind us on the speakers. Michael Moody, our PA announcer, getting ready to get the pregame ceremonies underway, and we are glad to have you here on the broadcast as K13 Media's live coverage of Pike County Pirate baseball. Let's go ahead and give you today's starting lineups this afternoon. They are presented by Express Sanitation Services. We will start first with the Pirates. They will lead off today with the shortstop Walker Stiltner. The right fielder Jarrett Morris will bat second, and then it's M.T. Moody. He is playing left field and batting third. 4, 5, and 6 today. The first baseman, Cooper Brown, will be the cleanup batter. Sawyer Selman is the DH. The catcher is Gabe Bowden. And then 7, 8, 9, bottom third of the order today for the Pirates. The second baseman, Zane Gardner. Third baseman, Kobe Ivester. And Lyric Scott will start in center field, and he will bat in the number 9 hole today. So, again, those are your starting lineups for the Pirates. Again, it's Stiltner, Morris, Moody. Brown, Selman, Bowden, Garner, Ivester, and Scott. And again, it's Braden Stevens on the mound doing the pitching here today for the Pirates. Now the starting lineup for the Locust Grove Wildcats today. In right field leading off, it'll be Aiden Elliott. Jameer Johnson, the center fielder. That's who everybody is here to see today. Chris Childress told you the Yankees and the Miami Marlins have scouts here to see the center fielder for the Locust Grove. He will bat second. Liam Collier, the first baseman, will bat third. Pitching today will be Landon Lunsford. He'll also bat cleanup. Christian Colon, the shortstop, will bat fifth, followed by Rylan Meredith, third baseman, batting sixth. And then bottom third of the order, the catcher, Elliot Arendt, will bat seventh. Trey Trott, the left fielder, will bat eighth. And then it's the second baseman, Corbin Baird. He will bat ninth. And again, doing the pitching, the senior, Landon Lunsford. Chris Childress, you had a chance to catch up with some of the coaching staff from Locust Grove pregame and got a little scouting update on Mr. Landon Lunsford. What can you tell us about the starting pitcher for the Wildcats today?
So he's going to be a righty, senior. He throws 86 to 88 with a nice change. Just heard two pitches. I don't know if the coach was just only giving us a tip to two of them or not. I tried to get some signs from the coach, but he wouldn't give them to me. But good to be an effective pitcher, 86, 88. Should stay around the plate with a good changeup.
So those are your scouting notes on the starting pitcher, Landon Lunsford, here today for Locust Grove. We got the two head coaches meeting at home plate, getting ready to swap lineup cards here today. Of course, the Pirates led by head coach Blake Parrott, and the Wildcats led by Coach Kuhn today. Locust Grove going to be in the third base dugout to our left. Pike County will be in their first base dugout down to our right. At our broadcast view today, we are right behind home plate, just a little to the left of home plate, so not directly behind the dish, but not too far from it. Greg Parritt's the closest to it, so he'll have the best look today of the balls and strikes right here behind us. But let's see if Pike County can get it back together after winning the season opener last Wednesday in a thriller, 7-6 on the road against McIntosh. Greg, it's been a tough three-game stretch for Pike County. 3 straight losses, 2 of those 3 by the mercy rule, including yesterday's 11-0 defeat against Stars Mill. But one word, I think, sums up these last 3 games, and it's the word error.
Errors, correct. Yep, we committed about 20 errors in about 3 games. We cannot have that. If we do, we're done. Got to focus on the ball, feel the ball, then throw the ball. I think our guys are taking their eyes off the ball. Just seems like they get in a hurry. They got plenty of time.
The Pirates will enter this game 1-3 overall on the season. Locust Grove with a great start. They are 3-0 so far this year, and boy, they took care of Mary Persons, who's traditionally a really good baseball team down at Forsyth last Saturday, 13-0 against the Bulldogs from Mary Persons. So this Locust Grove team got a very good squad. We're going to see them here today in another non-region game, but gentlemen, we have not started against any slouches this year with McIntosh, Whitewater, Calhoun, Stars Mill, and Locust Grove. This has been a gauntlet the first 5 games of the year so far.
That's Pirates baseball. Usually the beginning, the first half of the season for Pirates ball for the past 15 to 20 years has been stack it with a loaded front end, sharpen iron. So by the time we get to region, we can really cruise control and kind of get to the playoffs. This is a team that has been a perennial playoff contender for a couple decades, and it's been this way of doing it to have a strong front end to be able to really work through that region.
Well, we're hoping for a great crowd to join us here today. Again, Locust Grove will be to our left, and Pike County will be to our right. The student section is filing in here at the Jack at Pike County High School. And again, you could not ask for a better day for high school baseball. Just a few clouds hanging around, got a light breeze. It's currently 68 degrees. It is just cool enough for some light sleeves, at least for Chris Childress and myself. Greg Parrott, manning up over here. No sleeves on you yet, huh?
But I got
He's got them, just not on yet.
I think he was the first one to grab his jacket. He just didn't put it on.
Well, it'll come on before the end of the game. I bet you that.
When the sun goes down, the jacket goes on.
Yeah. You know what's interesting is we usually have a lot of wind here, and the flags dead.
Yep, straightaway center field. And by the way, let's give you those dimensions. I'm glad Chris brought that up. It'll be 328 down the lines in left field and right field, 365 to straightaway center. And again, that American flag just absolutely still right now, right on top of the batter's eye in straightaway center. Gorgeous field. here at the Jack, and all dirt infield all the way around, natural grass, and you got some gravel here around the backstop, a pretty big backstop here behind home plate, so a lot of room for runners to take advantage of some wild pitches. The coaches are done shaking hands. Lineup cards have been swapped, and it's just about time to check in with Michael Moody and get our pregame ceremonies underway for Pike County Baseball.
Wildcats batting leadoff, playing right field, number 2, Aiden Elliott. Batting second, the center fielder, number 10, Jameer Johnson. Batting third, playing first base, number 16, Liam Collier. Starting on the bump for the Wildcats, batting fourth, number 5, Layden Lunsford. Playing shortstop, batting fifth, number 17, Christian Colon. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 21, Rylan Meredith. At catcher, batting seventh, number 11, Elliot Arant. Starting in left field, batting eighth, number 13, Trey Tatrolt. And at second base, batting ninth, number 6, Corbin Baird. And now for your 2026 Pike County Pirates. Leading off, playing shortstop, number 17, Walker Stiltner. Batting second, playing right field, number 5, Jared Morris. Batting third, playing left field, number 3, M.T. Moody. Batting fourth, playing first base, number 15, Cooper Brown. Batting fifth, DHing, number 13, Sawyer Selman. Starting at catcher, batting sixth, number 24, Gabe Bowden. Batting seventh, playing second base, number 11, Zane Garner. Batting eighth at third base, number 16, Kobe Ivester. Batting ninth, playing center field, number 7, Lyric Scott. And the starting pitcher for your Pirates, number 20, Braden Stevens. The Pirates are coached by Brandon Harris, Michael Pierce, Craig Chapman, and led by head coach Blake Parrott. Fans, if you're able, would you please stand as we honor our country with the playing of the national anthem.
Welcome y'all to Buckner's Family Restaurant. Around here, we're nothing fancy, but we are a place where family and friends gather around for some good old Southern joy. Come on over and experience the all-you-can-eat Southern cooking served on one of our Lazy Susan tables. There's something special about enjoying a meal with friends and family. The good times even happen outside our doors as you smile and play games while you wait or pick up a meal for the family from our online ordering and curbside to go. So come on out and bring your family and friends for a true Southern experience at Buckner's Family Restaurant.
Welcome back to the Jack in Peachtree City. Not. We're in Zebulon. Chris Childress I was just making sure you were paying attention over there.
Messing with us.
Greg looked at me like he was ready to fight. You're about to get squeezed up in here.
Making sure my guys are ready.
He's about to get jacked up.
I mean, we have been in Peachtree City 2 games this year, so it's nice to be back here in Zebulon at the Jack. Pike County High School. It is fun to rattle these guys so much over here. Greg is fired up like a hornet. Ladies and gentlemen, it is great to have you at the Jack in Zebulon, home of the Pike County Pirates. 2026 home opener for the Pike County Pirates on a beautiful 68-degree afternoon in Pike County. It's K13 Media's live coverage of Pirate baseball, and we are glad to be here with all of you today as we are getting ready for the Pirates and the Locust Grove Wildcats. Again, starting pitching today, a young man who really showed out last week over in Peachtree City, Braden Stevens, will get the start. And Chris Childress, he was our Childress and Justice Player of the Game last week, and boy, he came in and fired 5 incredible innings, did not give up a single earned run, and helped the Pirates come back to win that game against McIntosh 7-6.
Well, you see, I'm looking at him on the mound now, and the confidence that he has on the mound tonight looks a lot different than we saw last time. It almost looks like he's ready to show up and just be a stud for these Pirates, and that's what we need. It's just another sophomore stud on this team. We have a tremendous amount of them, being in Kobe Ivester over at third and Walker Stiltner at short and Brado on the mound. There's sophomores littered all over this field.
Locust Grove again going to be down the third base dugout. And today they've got their gray jerseys and gray pants outlined in that dark navy blue. For the Pirates, all white here at home. They're in the pinstripes. Got the white tops, got the white bottoms, and the camo hats, which, by the way, big shout out to head coach Blake Parrott. Not only did the Pirates on the field are rocking the new camo hats, but here in the broadcast booth, all 3 of us got our brand new Pirate camo hats on. They actually found one big enough to fit my head.
Amazing. It was special ordered.
Oh, I'm sure it was. Here we go. We're ready to play ball in Zebulon. Stevens is ready and fires a first pitch fastball that's fouled off down the left field line. First pitch today at 4:32, and it is being presented by First Bank of Pike. 0-1 drops in for a strike, and it's quickly 0-2 to the right fielder, Aiden Elliott. 68 degrees. And the 0-2 pitch, a little low and outside to the lefty, Aiden Elliott.
That's a good pitch right there to break off right there. Try to get him to bite for it.
Yeah.
Good spot.
The righty, Braden Stevens working out of the wind. Got a 1-2 count. Here it comes, just off the plate. Boy, and there's ball 2.
He is flirting with the corner of that plate, just really trying to command that outside.
That ball is right on top of the chalk of the left-handed batter's box. That's how close it is to the corner. As he brings the 2-2 swing and a foul tip just off the glove of Gabe Bowden. And we'll see another 2-2 pitch.
I tell you what, Braden Stevens' family came up to me over the past few days and just told me all the kind words I had to say for him. They appreciated. His batter fouls one back into the net. And all I told them is that, man,
you just called what you saw.
Call what I saw.
Yep.
I mean, what an incredible performance.
Here's another 2-2. Strike 3 call. Got it with a fastball, inner half of the plate. And down goes Aiden Elliott looking at strike 3, and that's the first out here in the top of the first inning. And now we'll bring up the center fielder, Jameer Johnson. First right-handed batter here for the Wildcats. Bright neon pink guard down on that left leg. Takes a first pitch curveball upstairs for ball 1. Boy, you cannot miss that. I mean, it is highlighter neon pink.
He's got the same thing on his left hand, too, bottom hand of his right-handed stance.
Here comes the 1-0 pitch to him. Fastball strike on the outside corner. Evens the count at 1-1. Center fielder Jameer Johnson batting with 1 down, nobody on, just underway, top of the first inning. Here's the 1-1 pitch. This one is golfed out into left and going to be played on 1 hop by M.T. Moody. He tomahawked that one, had a lot of top spin on it, and it's going to be a 1-out single for Jameer Johnson. And that's going to be the first hit of the ball game. It'll put a runner on first with 1 down for the Wildcats. And it'll bring up their first baseman, Liam Collier, another left-handed batter. And for the first time today, Braden Stevens will now work out of the stretch. Top of the first, we are just underway. First pitch to Collier. There's a fastball taken for a strike above the belt. A little high, but sitting between the belt and the letters, right around his stomach. But it was across the plate, and it's in for strike one.
So you got a kid at first that's being looked at by the Yankees and the Marlins. You got a kid at the plate. Pitch thrown over to that Jameer Johnson as he slides back into first. You got a kid at the plate that's committed to Walter State. So
And then a couple of players, too, in this starting nine committed to ABAC.
Walter State is one of the premier schools.
That's a
That's
big
right.
community college. Runner goes, pitches a ball, throw to second is off the mark, and it's going to hit Jameer Johnson, and then it's going to ricochet all the way over to shortstop. He's in safely, but boy, he took that throw from Gabe Bowden off his body, and that ball went from the bag at second almost into the grass behind shortstop, and finally MT Moody had a run in from left field to pick it up. You guys were talking about Walter State. I believe that's community college out of Alabama, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say
Tennessee.
Okay,
Tennessee.
I knew
That's
the
right.
name sounded familiar. We played them several
That's where-
times with Gordon College.
That's where Trucks went to.
That's where Mason Trucks was
Okay.
on the 22 state championship team. Mason Trucks went over to Walter State, had a couple great seasons there.
Here comes the pitch. Upstairs, and there's another ball missed with a fastball. And now going to have a quick mound visit as Gabe Bowden and Braden Stevens quickly going to try to get on the same page.
I tell you what, I believe Mason Trucks was the one that actually caught the final out up there at Cool Ray Field to win that state championship against Redan.
Yep, because I remember him running over. He was at first base.
Yep.
And he almost stumbled over the base.
Yep.
And regained himself, and boom, he caught it.
What a great time that was.
2-1 count to Liam Collier. One out runner at second. Top of the first inning.
Well, Chad, how do you feel about having a working scoreboard?
Well, I don't like that throw by Braden Stevens out to center field on the pickoff attempt, but thankfully Lyric Scott was there to back it up. Well, the scoreboard is always nice to have during the broadcast. It makes our job a lot easier. The one thing I do like, the lights are out and not working under the column where the errors would be for Pike County. Maybe that's a good omen for today.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't need that. This one is a chopper over to first on 2 hops, and just like that, I just jinxed everybody. The ball gets under the first baseman, and here comes Johnson to score from second. It's going to be our first error of the ball game. A 2-hopper to first, and it just hit off the glove of Cooper Brown, got underneath them. And not only is it an error, but it's an error that leads to another run. Well, I was trying to pump us up.
Yeah, you
but
talked us into it, maybe.
About the time you got through, it
That's-
went under his glove.
That's my fault. I'm leaving. These guys got the rest of the day as Landon Lunsford will dig into the box.
Oh, you can't leave.
First pitch in there for a strike. Landon Lunsford, he'll be the starting pitcher today for the Wildcats. He's also the cleanup batter. Tiptoes right on the chalk, a right-handed batter. 1 out, runner at first. 1-0 Wildcats. Here's the pitch. Another fastball for a strike. Drops in there and is quickly 0-2.
Tell you what, it's tough for pitchers when you have a defense behind you that's got holes in it. Can you stay composed on the mound?
Here's the 0-2. Just missed. Oh, my goodness. Fastball that was, man, oh, man, right at the knees across the heart of the plate, maybe just a touch low. And it brings the count to 1-2 strikes. Again, Landon Lunsford is in the box batting for the Wildcats, who lead 1-0. Top of the first inning, 1 out runner at first base.
Liam Collier just kind of standing around over at first base, about 7 feet or so from the bag. Squats down. Braden gives him a good look.
Stevens again working out of the stretch for the Pirates. Here comes the pitch in the dirt, and a good sliding stop behind the plate by Gabe Bowden. Able to slide to his right and keep that ball in front of him. And it keeps Collier down at first base. He's not able to advance. It brings the count to 2-2. Top of the first inning. Home opener for the Pirates. 2-2 pitch. Fouled out of play off to the right. And we'll see another 2-2.
So we're a little bit different today in the outfield. We got MT Moody over in left. That boy has started behind the plate. He's played in center field, and now today he's in left. Sawyer Selman, who you're usually seeing out in left field, is going to be DHing today.
Another 2-2 pitch coming to Landon Lunsford. Pickoff attempt to first. And diving back head first is Liam Collier.
This will be Brado's 20th pitch of the inning.
Well, there should be 2 outs.
Maybe we can turn 2 right here. Let me see if I can work that up.
2-2, runner goes. Fastball, strike 3 call, throw down to second, airmails everybody, and is going to end up out in center field. Strikeout on Lunsford. He watched strike 3 come across the plate. The throw by Bowden sailed over the second baseman of Gardner, off the glove of the shortstop Stiltner. Thankfully, Lyric Scott was there to back it up, so it's going to be a stolen base by Collier. He's now at second, 2 outs, and it'll bring up the shortstop Christian Cologne.
Then we have Lyric back out in center field, where MT was there yesterday after leaving the catcher's position and going out to center. With MT moving over to left, that puts Lyric out in center field. Might be the best defensive lineup that we've had this season.
2 outs, runner at second. Shortstop Christian Cologne, another right-handed batter for the Wildcats.
Understand this is an A-back commit.
Runner at second is Collier. Stevens out of the stretch. Here's the pitch. There's a fastball. Caught the outside corner for strike 1. Big shout out to the concession workers here today. They just dropped off a whole bunch of cheeseburgers at the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth.
Let's
see if they make it to me and Greg.
Yeah, there's 4 of them in front of me, and there's only 3 of us sitting down here.
Here's the 0-1, missed outside. Makes the count 1-1. Well, that's how you do it during a broadcast, unlike Michael Moody, who brings 1 hot dog for 4 people.
I have worked it out where they're not going to take Michael any food today because he didn't bring us back a hot dog.
I love it.
Games ago.
1-1. This one is hit out towards second. About 3 hops. The glove's on the ground. Throw to first is in time. And a put out by the second baseman, Zane Gardner. So that'll do it for Locust Grove here in the top of the first inning. They're able to get 1 on an error, but they also strand 1. And we are through a half inning of play. Wildcats 1, and the Pirates, they are coming up next.
The President's Day sale event is going on now at Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Jackson. And we're celebrating by offering savings up to $13,000 off select 2025 Jeep Wranglers. Qualified buyers can even lease a new 2025 Jeep Gladiator for as little as $299 a month. Be sure to shop our huge online inventory at CountrysideAutomotive.com. And let's find your new ride at Countryside. I-75 exit 205 and Highway 16 in Jackson, Georgia.
Ever thought the day would come where you could apply for a mortgage from the comfort of your living room or home office? In as little as 20 minutes, you can apply online with our new online mortgage center. So visit our website and apply today. We're an equal housing lender. First Bank of Pike. Together we grow. Member FDIC. Online at firstbankofpike.com.
Heading to the bottom of inning number 1. Wildcats on top by a 1-0 score. Here's how the Pirates are going to come to the plate in the bottom of the first inning. It'll be the shortstop, Walker Stiltner. He'll lead off. Jarrett Morris, the right fielder, will bat second, and then the left fielder, M.T. Moody, will bat third. Defensively here today for Locust Grove in the outfield from left to right, Tate Trout will be in left, Jameer Johnson in center, Aiden Elliott will be over in right field today. Across the infield, Rylan Meredith is at third, Christian Cologne is at shortstop, Corbin Baird at second base, Liam Collier is at first, and the battery today catching is Elliot Arant, and pitching is Landon Lunsford.
This looks really good to have Walker Stiltner back in the leadoff spot. He was leadoff last year as a freshman. Starting this season, he was in the 5-hole, moved to the 3-hole, and now that hot bat has got him leading off.
First pitch on the way to him is a fastball a little high, I guess, and there's ball 1.
Lunsford has a snap throw. I don't know if you saw it or not, but it's kind of herky-jerky looking.
Works out of the wind. Yeah, he does. He flips that wrist at the last second.
Yeah.
Almost like he's a gunslinger from the old Wild Wild West, just pulls that pistol out of his harness and, yep, he's behind 2-0 though. Good to Walker Stiltner. Here's the pitch. There's a fastball for a strike, and it's 2-1. Against Stiltner, Morris, and M.T. Moody. First 3 due up for the Pirates. Bottom of the first inning. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? They appeal down. Nope, he did go.
Yeah, he went.
I think he went.
Stiltner could not hold back on that fastball up around the letters, and it evens the count at 2-2.
That was a pitch that he's gotten a lot better of holding back on, that upper fastball.
2-2 pitch, here it is. Fouled out of play. Good bat there by Stiltner just to get a piece of that curveball that was high and tight. A late swing, a defensive swing, but he was able to fight it off and stay alive.
Hadn't seen the changeup yet, so we may see one right here.
We were warned to be expecting it. 2-2. There it is.
There it was.
And it was a beauty. The bottom fell out of that one. And down goes Stiltner. First strikeout of the ball game for Landon Lunsford. Well, we got the pregame scout today. Expect his fastball somewhere in the mid to upper 80s, but his best pitch, without a doubt, is that changeup, and we just saw why. As the right fielder, Jarrett Morris, will dig in.
Jarrett's also had a pretty hot bat here this season so far. First time we found him in the 2-hole. He's fallen from the 5th hole to the 2.
First pitch fastball just about hit him. Had to get out of the box. Right-handed pitching Landon Lunsford, senior, wearing number 5, working out of the windup here for the Wildcats. Nobody on, 1 out. Here's the 1-0. Blew that fastball right by Morris, up around the letters, and man, Morris was way late on that one.
That was ball 1.
Hard to lay off on that thing.
Well, you know, these Pirates have been swinging that bat this season. They have done that.
1-1, low and outside, and it's 2-1. Jarrett Morris at the plate, M.T. Moody on deck. Bottom of the first inning, we're just underway. The home opener for the Pirates. Glad to have you on the broadcast with us today. 2 balls, 1 strike to Jarrett Morris. Here comes the pitch. This one hit out toward shortstop. Stays on the dirt. Throw across the diamond in plenty of time from Christian Colon. And it's the second out of the inning. That ball never skipped, never hit a rock. It just kind of laid on that grass, and when it went to the dirt, it stayed on the dirt. And an easy put out for Colon. 2 up, 2 down for the Pirates.
Could not have looked more routine, Chad.
Good strong throw there by Colon. Is now M.T. Moody is at the plate with 2 outs and nobody on for the Pirates. MT playing left field today.
Yep, and batting in a 3-hole.
Takes a first pitch strike outside. Well, let's see, we've seen what MT start a game catching.
Yep.
He's in left field today.
Yep, he was in center yesterday, so he's got a 2 behind the plate. Moved to center when Gabe Bowden came back as our catcher.
0-1 curveball missed outside. It's 1-1.
And now has shifted over to left field. And now this would be the first time he's in the 3-hole. He has been our leadoff hitter all season.
1-1 fastball, a late call from the home plate umpire, but it is called a strike on the outside corner, and it's 1-2. Cooper Brown, the first baseman, in the on-deck circle. Moody trying to get a 2-out rally going here for the Pirates. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Grounded, just foul down the first base line. He was late on the fastball, and he almost snuck it over the bag. Caught Liam Collier sleeping over there, and boy, he just missed what would have been an easy double. That ball was about 6 inches to the right of the bag.
That close.
Yeah, MT's really good at poking them over to the right side.
There we go.
Poke salad.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Landon Lunsford ready. Here's the pitch. This one is in for a base hit. Lunsford went high with a fastball, and M.T. Moody turned on it. It was up around the letters, and he's able to drive it in between short and third, and it's a 2-out single. First base hit of the ball game for the Pirates. So it puts a runner on first with 2 down, and it'll bring up the first baseman, Cooper Brown. Brown batting in the cleanup spot today, all the way up toward the front of the batter's box. First time today, Lunsford is in the stretch. And he'll come inside with a good off-speed piece there, and is taken for a strike right on the inside corner, sitting just below the belt for strike 1.
I tell you what, watching MT lead off at first base, I mean, he's just locked in, squatted down, eyeing the pitcher's feet, takes a little quick step.
Long look there on the mound from Lunsford. Here's the 0-1. Low and inside, below the knees to the right-handed batting, Cooper Brown, and it evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, Locust Grove 3-0 on the season. They took care of Mary Person Saturday 13-0. This one popped up, foul territory down the right field line. Will it be playable? No, it is out of play. And it'll make the count a ball and 2 strikes. Of course, the Pirates, a tough loss yesterday in Peachtree City. Falling to Stars Mill 11-0. Now sitting at 1-3 overall on the season.
Well, if you just, again, the one word to errors. We clean that up, the games have been a lot tighter. not many earned runs have been earned against this pitching staff. So
1 ball, 2 strikes. The count to Cooper Brown. The stretch and the pitch, and it went behind him. Did it get a piece of him? It did not. I thought for a second it may have got a piece of his jersey, but the ball was thrown behind him. It gets all the way to the backstop, and that allows Moody to take it down to second. So now he's the tying run in scoring position with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning.
Yeah, he turned his back to wear that ball, and it just kept tailing away from him.
A 2-2 count. Landon Lunsford out of the stretch, checks the runner at second, and here's the pitch, and he got him with a changeup. Oh, man, what a beauty. Down goes Brown, and down go the Pirates. No runs. They get 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. And that'll do it for the first inning. 1 in the books here tonight in Zebulon. Locust Grove with an early 1-0 lead here in Pike County.
Some people just prefer a pre-owned vehicle over a new vehicle, and that's perfectly fine with us at the Countryside Pre-Owned Supercenter in downtown Jackson. Cars, trucks, vans, Jeeps, SUVs, we've got them. Financing or cash cars. Sometimes we've even got campers, boats, jet skis, and motorcycles. If pre-owned is your thing, then stop by and see us Monday through Saturday at the Countryside Pre-Owned Supercenter, located next to Piggly Wiggly in downtown Jackson.
Getting ready to go to the top of inning number 2, 1-0. Locust Grove on top of Pike County. Glad to have you on the broadcast alongside of Greg Parrott and Chris Childress. I'm Chad Feltman. Today we are at home, finally, at Pike County High School at the Jack. And as you can see on your screen, it will not be much longer. The Braves will be back at home, getting ready to open the 2026 season on Friday, March 27th at Truist Park. Braves and the Kansas City Royals. And guess what? K13 Media has an opportunity for you to go check out the Braves on opening day. That's right. Somehow K13 Media got a hold of my 4 personal tickets. And we're putting these up with a big raffle that's going to include 4 tickets to opening day. And these are really good seats. They're my personal seats at Truist Park. Going to put some bobbleheads, some T-shirts, some rally towels in this raffle. Be ready to get the details on how to buy your tickets coming up this Thursday for your chance to see the Braves and the Royals opening day at Truist Park on March the 27th. That had to be my daughter who did that.
Oh, speaking of your daughter, happy birthday to her. She's 13 today?
13 today. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Top of the second, here we go. First pitch is a slow, sweeping curveball taken for a strike by the third baseman, Rylan Meredith. And for those who don't know, that is actually what K13 Media is named after and stands for.
Oh.
I'll tell you why after the 0-1. Fastball, strike on the outside corner. It's 0-2. So the letter K for my daughter, Kinsley. And the 13 because she was born in 2013. People ask me all the time what the K13 stands for. There you go. And she just so happens to be 13 today, so K13 day all day for my daughter.
Happy, happy birthday.
She is definitely the boss and the princess of my world, and love her to death.
As she should be.
Yep.
1-2 count. Here comes the pitch. One hops the plate, and that got all the way up the backstop, almost got to Michael Moody in the press box.
Michael would have caught it.
I have no doubt.
And by the way, that first inning, Brado pitched 23 pitches, and 15 were for strikes,
Good
8
start.
for balls.
Here's the pitch, low and outside, and now from an 0-2 to a 3-2 count. Rylan Meredith, the third baseman at the plate, batting in the 6th hole. Elliot Arant, the catcher, on deck. Braden Stevens with the payoff pitch. This one is drilled to deep left center field. Lyric Scott looks at it all the way out toward the left center field wall. And let's see, are they going to rule that a home run or a double? It hit off the sponsor signs in left center field. Everybody from Locust Grove was coming out, and yes, indeed, it is going to be a leadoff homer by the third baseman, Rylan Meredith. Took a 3-2 fastball, and he did not miss. All the way out there to the power alley.
Yeah.
In the left center field gap off the sponsor billboards. And it's 2-0 Wildcats.
I think he tagged the Pedro's sign out there in left center field. Got 10 signs hanging just kind of together right on top of the fence. The lower bottom right sign took that baseball, and it was pelted. There's a dent in that sign.
Here's the catcher, Elliott Arant. First pitch is upstairs.
Well, you know what? We've never got a home run hitting those white signs. We've always got doubles.
We always got a double out of
Yeah.
it. That's the first time that we've seen somebody actually get awarded a home run for hitting the sign.
1-0 outside is 2-0. Well, it took a while because Meredith stopped at second base as if it was a double. And everybody from the Locust Grove dugout came out twirling their fingers saying it was a home run. 2-0 is downstairs, and now it's 3-0, and Stevens is struggling a bit after giving up the leadoff home run to Meredith. Elliott Arant, the catcher, batting with nobody out, nobody on at the top of the second. 2-0 ball game. Here's the 3-0. And there's ball 4. He tried to place that one, held onto it a little too long, and it's a 4-pitch walk. And it'll put a runner on first with nobody out. Maybe a good time here to come out and have a word with the youngster on the mound. Coach Blake Parrott coaching him up from the railing of the dugout here to our right.
Jackson East is going to come in and courtesy run at first base, number 19.
Left fielder Trey Trot, another righty, batting 8th at the plate. 2 runs on 2 hits so far for the Wildcats. First pitch, there's ball 5. And Stevens is really struggling right now. He's missing high, missing low, missing inside.
He's just got to shake off that solo home run.
That's it. Shake it off.
Shake it off. It happens.
You ain't going to bring it back.
There's a swing and a miss. Went upstairs, up around the letters, and Tay Trout was late on that one. Yeah, one thing about young kids, you just got to let them realize it's baseball. Home runs are going to get hit.
You know, this is
it's part of it.
Yeah, well, you know, this is a kid that on a Tuesday was on JV, called up to varsity on a Wednesday, comes in and becomes a player of a game, and now here we are at home in the home opener, and he's on the bump starting. So
when you play teams like Locust Grove and McIntosh and Stars Mill and Whitewater, it don't matter how good of a pitcher you are. Eventually, they're going to connect, and they're going to hit some balls, and that one was a no-doubter. 1-1, bunt shown, and it's popped foul down the first base line about 25 feet up into that netting in front of the Pike County fans who have showed up pretty well here today. To our right, stands are, about 75% full over there in the bleachers, and a good line all the way across the brick walls here behind home plate.
Folks are still piling into the stadium.
Yeah, a rare 4:30 game this week because school's out. 1-2, runner goes, swing and a miss. Throw to second is on time, but the tag is high. Wow, what a throw by Bowden, who, by the way, took some deflection on that backswing by Tay Trout. Pirates thought they had him. Stiltner came up with the throw after the tag and threw it back to Gardner, thinking that they threw him out at second base.
Yeah, it looked like he might have had him right before he slid in, but there is no playback here.
So Tay Trout goes down swinging. Third strikeout for Stevens. First down at the top of the second inning, and it'll bring up Corbin Baird, the second baseman, number 9 batter, another lefty for the Wildcats. Stevens out of the stretch. Here's the first pitch. Fastball missed high and outside. Popped the dirt out of the mitt by Gabe Bowden. And it's 1-0.
Even though we're 1-3, it don't matter how you start; it's where you finish.
That's
and
right.
We're gonna be okay.
Here's the 1-0. Fastball up around the letters, came inside, and is quickly 2-0. And Corbin Baird, the number 9 batter, a lot like Jameer Johnson, those hot pink shin guards. I mean, you cannot miss those. 2-0 pitch. Just about hit that shin guard. It's 3-0. Wonder if those things glow in the dark.
They might.
3-0 count, runner at second. Top of the second. 1 down for the Wildcats. And here comes the 3-0 pitch. There's a fastball, caught the outside corner. It's 3-1. Second game of the week for the Pirates. Supposed to have a doubleheader here Friday, weather permitting.
70% chance last I looked.
3-1, a swing and a miss, a good changeup.
Yeah, well, you know, with the races this weekend, so that means
Of
that
course,
the weather
yeah,
forecast is going to call for rain.
With NASCAR in town, you know it's going to rain.
That's
Rain
right.
and cold.
I've always said anytime there's a drought in Georgia in the summer, just bring a NASCAR race to town and it'll ruin it instantly. Just
Everybody's going to be able to find you at the racetrack this weekend too, right?
Yep, there's ball 4 in the dirt, gets away from Bowden. He'll take the walk, and as the ball got away from Bowden, that allows the runner, Arant, to go from second to third. So we are through the order for the first time. And we're back to the top of the order for Locust Grove. It'll bring up the right fielder, Aiden Elliott. He struck out looking his first time up. But yeah, NASCAR this weekend, Echo Park Speedway, Auto Trader 400 weekend. I'll be out there Sunday emceeing all the events on the main stage in front of the main grandstand with about 100,000 people coming in. So looking forward to being out there Sunday on race day. First pitch upstairs, there's ball 1. Top of the second inning. Runners on the corners for Locust Grove with 1 out. They're back at the top of the order. Runner goes from first. Hit and run is on, and it's perfect. That one's laced out into right field. It's going to be a single. Back to first just in time as a diving Aiden Elliott. Run comes in to score. Makes it 3-0. Baird goes from first to third, and it's an RBI single for Aiden Elliott. Another ball that was just kind of tomahawked with a lot of topspin. And that one went out to right field, makes it a 3-0 ball game, and it'll bring up the center fielder, Jameer Johnson. He had a single his last time up, hard hit ball to left field. Runner goes, curveball, strike, throw to second, one hopper, not in time, and another stolen base. 4th of the game already for Locust Grove. They have come out running here in the first 2 innings. So that puts Elliott down at second in scoring position.
Well, if you're Locust Grove, this is what you want. You want this Jameer kid standing at the plate with runners on second and third.
There's a curveball ripped over the head of the shortstop, out into left center field, and coming in to score easily is going to be Aiden Elliott. It's going to be an RBI single for Jameer Johnson. He is now 2 for 2 in the ball game and has an RBI, and that makes it a 4-0 ball game here in the top of the second.
Give him 2 RBIs.
And that'll bring a mound visit here for the Pirates, 4-0. We're in the top, scoreboard showing 5-0. Am I missing a score here, gentlemen?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I've got 1 in the first, and
4
I've
here.
4 here.
All right, sorry about that. Thank you very much.
Yep.
That's 5-0. Hey, I'm not used to having a working scoreboard, okay?
Yeah, oh, yeah. We got Meredith, Arant, Baird, and Elliott scoring here in the second inning, and Jameer Johnson, who after singling in the first inning came around and scored Locust Grove's first run.
5-0 Wildcats. Top of the second inning. Stevens is going to stay in the game pitching. And it'll bring up the first baseman, Liam Collier. He reached on an error his last time up. Left-handed batter, grounded one to first, went underneath the glove of Brown. First pitch is high and outside to the lefty, and it's 1-0.
That was the 30th pitch of the inning.
So what's it down to 50, I believe? 20 something in the first?
Yeah, 23 in the first.
Well, there's number 31 outside for ball 2. So in an inning and a third, Braden Stevens already over the 50 pitch mark. 1 out, runner at first. Here comes the 2-0, runner goes. Ball is down in the dirt, and no throw to second, and the 5th stolen base of the ball game. As this time, Jameer Johnson easily goes from first to second.
That'd be Jameer's second stolen base in as many innings.
Won't be surprised to see him take off for third here. Keep an eye out on him. 3-0 pitch, nowhere near. Ball 4, fastball high and outside. And it's another 4-pitch walk. And Braden Stevens is struggling on the mound, dropped his shoulders, turns around and looks towards center field. Just struggling to find the zone right now here in the second inning.
All these sophomore arms that we have, there's some learning curves that are happening. You know, let's get it in now at the beginning of the season and just develop them.
Here's his counterpart, Landon Lunsford at the plate. Both runners go. First pitch is outside for a ball, and it's a double steal.
Stole it right on Brado.
Never checked the runners.
Nope.
Never looked at second, never looked at first. And Locust Grove was all over it.
They're running wild on the bases.
And now he'll step off the rubber. Try to get on the same page here with Gabe Bowden. Runners at second and third here for the Wildcats in the top of the second. They've already scored 4. They got 1 out, and their pitcher's at the plate. 1-0. Fastball sits at the belt, and there's a strike to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Landon Lunsford struck out looking his first time to the plate. There comes the 1-1. This one hit off the fist over towards second. Infield was in, so an easy catch by Zane Gardner, who was right on the edge of the grass at second base. If he's playing back normal at second, that could have been a very dangerous ball if it hits that dirt and skips away. But thankfully, Gardner was playing in, and he's able to take that one as it's hit right off the fist of Landon Lunsford for the second out. So 2 down, and here comes Christian Colon, the shortstop. He grounded out to second last time up.
Yeah, the A-back commit's going to be the 9th batter that Locust Grove has brought to the plate this inning.
And again, they have already scored 4 this inning. They lead 5-0. Trying to tack on a couple of more here. They got runners at second and third with 2 outs. Stevens back to the windup. Here's the 1-0. This one hit over toward first. An easy slow roller that pops up into the chest of Cooper Brown, but he's able to pick it up, and he'll take it over to first base and step on the bag for out number 3. But Locust Grove able to put 4 on the board, and there, top half of the second, it's now 5-0 Wildcats as we go to the bottom of inning number 2.
Some people just prefer a pre-owned vehicle over a new vehicle, and that's perfectly fine with us at the Countryside Pre-Owned Supercenter in downtown Jackson. Cars, trucks, vans, Jeeps, SUVs, we've got them. Financing or cash cars. Sometimes we've even got campers, boats, jet skis, and motorcycles. If pre-owned is your thing, then stop by and see us Monday through Saturday at the Countryside Pre-Owned Supercenter, located next to Piggly Wiggly in downtown Jackson.
Today's coverage of Pike County baseball being presented by the Southern Cross Company. Big thank you to John Shepard and the crew for hopping on board here with us in 2026. Southern Cross, they build luxury gunite pools, spas, and outdoor living spaces, including pool houses, pavilions, pergolas, outdoor kitchens, pavers, retaining walls, and landscaping. They are a turnkey company starting with design all the way to completion. Be sure to check out Southern Cross. John Shepard and his team are ready to get you into spring this season. And, boy, it is certainly going to feel like spring the next few days here in our area. 68 right now. Supposed to get up into the 70s, maybe even flirt with 80 throughout this weekend.
Coach Parrott found a good trot over getting to the third base side as Sawyer Selman's going to dig into the left-hand batter's box.
Yep, it'll be Selman, Bowden, Gardner. First 3 due up for the Pirates. First pitch is high and tight, and it'll back Selman off the plate, left-handed batter, facing the righty, Landon Lunsford.
First time Selman's DH'd this season.
And he'll chop this one foul down toward the Pike County dugout down the first base line. 5-0 our score, bottom of the second inning. Pike County and Locust Grove. Again, Locust Grove sitting at 3-0 on the season, representing Region 2-4A, as this one is lifted out towards shallow left field. Should be pretty easy for Tate Trout. He's got it. He was playing in, and he'll put it away for the first out.
Got to imagine seeing Selman DHing. We may see him come in and pitch and replace Stevens. That might be because Selman has actually been a really good glove for us out in the outfield.
Yeah.
Going to bring up the catcher for the Pirates, Gabe Bowden, batting in the 6th hole here in the bottom of the second. First pitch, curveball. It buckled Bowden. He was ready to back up, and that ball hooked at the last moment, and it's strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Fastball just a little outside. Evens the count. And a ball and a strike. Zane Gardner, the second baseman, on deck for the Pirates.
Really jerky delivery, Chad.
1-1 pitch. Strike. He really snaps that wrist at the last second. He's very composed, but then right as he goes to release, it's a snap of the wrist real fast, almost like he's cracking a whip.
Look at him just rocking back and forth on the mound like he's bull with a nose ring.
Grounder to third, into the stomach of the third baseman. Throw to first, airmails everybody. Almost threw it out of the ballpark. Rylan Meredith, who hit the home run last inning for the Wildcats, just about threw that one over the batting cages down the first base line. That's going to be the first error of the game for Locust Grove. Tricky hop, too. That ball came up and just skipped right into his belly. Had a hard time trying to get the ball out and force the throw.
Had a lot of English on it.
Tell you what, he put one out in left center, then he tried to put one out in right in the dugout area. But there's this block wall that would be in between the dugout and the batting cages, and that block wall works to be like a trampoline for overthrown balls at first base. And that one just bounced off and went right back towards second.
Well, it'll put a runner at first with one out. Samaje Smith has come off the bench for the Pirates, and he is now running at first as Zane Gardner, the number 7 batter, will dig in with one out in the bottom of the second.
Let's test out that catcher, see what he's got.
First pitch on the way. Fastball for a strike right at the knees, and it's 0-1 to Zane Gardner. Wearing number 11, playing second base here today for the Pirates, batting in the number 7 spot. Bottom of the second inning, Locust Grove on top, 5-0.
Tie the right shoe.
Pirates trying to get some offense going here.
Break in the action. His pitcher needs to bend down and get the shoe relaced.
Yeah, pitcher is Landon Lunsford. Senior, righty for Locust Grove. He's ready now. Here's the 0-1. Bunt shown, and it's fouled off at the plate. And bounces all the way to the backstop for strike 2.
Yeah, Samaje was gone. He actually, if he would have pulled back and just let Samaje take that base, he would have gotten there. Samaje stole that base on the pitcher right then, but he's coming back off the foul ball and getting back to first.
Well, look at the feet there for Gardner. Choked up on the bat, and his tiptoes are almost touching the plate. 0-2. Low and outside with a fastball. It's 1-2. They've got him shifted toward the right side of the infield. He's got a huge gap in between short and third if he could pull one, but see what he does here. 1-2. Here it comes. Just about hit him, and it's 2-2. And I don't think Lunsford liked that call. He walked off the mound and kind of walked backwards around the circle like he thought it should have been strike 3.
That was a good take there by Gardner.
That was a good take, but I'm telling you, he is as close to that plate as you can be.
Yeah, I mean, those tiptoes are on top of that chalk. A 2-2 count. Lunsford's ready out of the stretch. A deep breath, the kick, and the pitch. He pulled it outside with a fastball, and the count's full at 3-2. Good at bat here by the second baseman, Zane Gardner, in the bottom of the second inning. Full count, runner at first, one out. See if we get a hit and run here. And we got time called. And it looks like Zane called time just before the pitch was delivered.
I tell you
Whew,
what.
that was close.
Zane, that is the second time we've seen Zane call time and get the time right as the pitcher was coming into their windup.
Samaje Smith takes his lead at first. Full count. Another 3-2. Here it is, and he threw it behind him, over his head.
Wow.
And just about hit him. There's ball 4. That is the first walk of the game given up by Lunsford. And that is the second time he has thrown a ball behind a right-handed batter.
Well, last time he worked from the stretch, he got a strikeout.
Yep.
This time he's worked from the stretch and he's walked a kid.
That's going to bring up the third baseman for the Pirates. Here's Kobe Ivester, batting in the number 8 spot with runners at first and second and one out. A golden opportunity here for the Pirates to get back into this one. First pitch on the way to Ivester. Fastball below his chin, and there's ball 1. Well, that ball, when it comes in like that, you're a right-handed batter. It just looks like a beach ball coming in. You just want to hack at it, but
yeah,
good discipline there from Ivester not to chase it.
I'd take this pitch right here, too.
He's struggling, no doubt.
Yeah.
1-0. There's a strike. Like another good changeup. Boy, that has been the best pitch so far for Lunsford.
Yeah, if he needs that one to work, if he needs a strike, he's throwing that one. He struck out 2 batters already on that changeup. Using it when he needs it.
Evens the count at 1-1. One down in the bottom of the second inning. Pirates at the plate. Trailing 5-0, but we've got runners at first and second. The 1-1 to Ivester. He shows bunt, pulls back. Samaje takes off for third, and he is gunned out by a mile. Ivester pulled back on the pitch. The ball was high. There was no chance of him getting the bunt down, and Samaje was caught in between second and third, and there was no doubt about that one as Elliot Arant, the catcher, threw him out easily.
I'm just wondering, was that a double steal and Garner didn't pick it up?
Yeah, I know, and Samaje was not really running that fast either. He was running as if there was supposed to be a bunt on the ground.
Well, he had a very slow secondary lead. 2-1 count to Ivester, and he swings right through an off-speed pitch, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, Zane stayed over at first on that.
It was almost like it was a delayed steal because Samaje never took off, and we know he's a fast runner. We've seen that during football season.
He's courtesy running for Bowden.
2-2 count to Ivester. Here comes the pitch, and he swings to another curveball, and the Pirates go down empty-handed here in the bottom of the second inning. We get a couple of runners on, but a base running error and a strikeout will take away any chance at scoring runs here in the bottom of the second inning. We have played 2 here at the Jack in Zebulon. It's Locust Grove 5 and Pike County nothing.
Dedication, compassion, and integrity. We've got the experience and expertise. When you need some help and you feel like there's nowhere to go, you can count on us for everything you need to know. The Sellers Law Firm, where clients become family.
Welcome, y'all, to Buckner's Family Restaurant. Around here, we're nothing fancy, but we are a place where family and friends gather around for some good old Southern joy. Come on over and experience the all-you-can-eat Southern cooking served on one of our Lazy Susan tables. There's something special about enjoying a meal with friends and family. The good times even happen outside our doors as you smile and play games while you wait or pick up a meal for the family from our online ordering and curbside to go. So come on out and bring your family and friends for a true Southern experience at Buckner's Family Restaurant.
5-0 ball game as we go to the top of the third inning, which means it's a perfect time to eat my cheeseburger from the great folks here at the concession stands at the Jack for Pike County Baseball. Thank you to Deborah and the team in there for bringing us all cheeseburgers. And you know what? I'm enjoying every bit of mine and here to bring you all the action in the top of the third inning, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chris Childress.
Oh, thank you there, Chad Feltman. I do appreciate it. Cadillac. We're going to sit here and watch Braden Stevens get back on the mound. These Pirates are going to laced up with some pinstripes, and they're all white and their camo hats. Braden is going to face Meredith, Arant, and Tetrault. Meredith last time up, which was in the second inning, he led off. Busted one out into left center field off of the Pedro sign, which is typically a double for our Pirates. As he digs in, he's going to dig into a stadium lit up with lights. We've got some shade coming in. Some of this shade is actually off of the light poles as these players are walking around and running around the field. These Locust Grove Wildcats wearing gray and blue. Gray uniforms, blue numbers, blue pinstripes on the legs as Meredith steps in. Yeah, Meredith's last inning absolutely destroyed a 3-2 fastball to left center field.
He got all of it, too. You knew when it left the bat, it was gone.
Well, let's see what Braden Steven does now as he pitches from the windup. Comes in and delivers, throws a curveball, just dances right over the top of the plate for strike one. Boy, that ball came in from the left side of the plate and just worked its way across the right side of the plate. All Meredith could do is watch and take that first strike. Braden comes in for another pitch. Here we go again as that ball is now laced just left of the third base coach. Really got in front of that curveball. Braden's now working ahead 0-2.
Let's see what he can do here. Put one little on the outside, see if he can make him go fishing.
Well, so far, Braden has gotten ahead on 2 strikes on several batters and then just fished off this outside. Let's see if he goes right after him. Wow, that ball missed. Somehow it missed the outside of the plate. The righty was in there, and I think the righty was about to turn around and walk towards the dugout himself. Now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Braden's already in tempo, delivering to the plate again. Ball is hit way up into the air. It's going to float over to the top of the batting cages over behind the first base dugout of the Pike County Pirates. Again, the Pirates if you look at their dugout over to the right side, you've got a fence that kind of protrudes out from the front of the dugout. Most of the players stand there, hang out, do all their chanting and cheering. And then that dugout works itself into a batting cage, and the batting cage then works itself out into a bullpen where there's some kids out there working. Braden comes in with the delivery. Ball's a little outside. 1-0. Gabe throws the ball back to Braden, and Braden didn't even see the ball come back as it goes by his hips. Stiltner, the shortstop, comes over, lends a helping hand, throws the ball back to Braden on the mound.
I don't reckon the sun got in his eyes, do you?
I don't know what happened there. I think Braden was just so locked in, he just gave to put it back on him. Good pitch right up the middle and right back through Braden and over second base. Meredith is now 2 for 2 on the day with a home run and a single. Meredith, a big kid. Doesn't look like he's going to be a lot of speed on the pass. So we got Elliot Arant coming to the plate. Last time up, he walked.
Turn 2, boys. Let's do it right here.
All right, we got 4 or 5 steps off of first base. Braden gives him a look. Comes set, and the pitch blows one right by number 11, Elliot Arant.
I felt the breeze off that swing right there.
Wow, that's what you call doors. Blew the doors off. Well, Arant's going to dig back in. Lively batter in the right-hand batter's box. He waggles the bat back and forth. Meredith gets an extra step. The delivery. That ball is driven out deep right center field. Lyric Scott goes back, camps under it, right in front of the baseball sign out in right center field. Lyric brings it in to record the first out of the inning. Meredith is going to trot back over to first base. So now 1 away.
And he hit that ball almost off the handle of the bat.
Yeah, off the handle of the bat, but man, he put it almost 6 or 7 feet from that fence. The speedy Lyric Scott, not a problem for him. He was camped under it, waiting on it. A slower center fielder would have probably had to make a harder play. It was routine for our Lyric Scott out in center field. Now we've got Trey Tetrault, the left fielder, coming to the plate. Last time up, he struck out. He represents the 3rd strikeout of the game for Braden. So Meredith stands over at first, right hand dangling between his legs, left hand on his left hip. Work back to the bag just a little bit, and the delivery comes in. Ball's a little high. 1 ball, no strikes. Tetrault digs back into the right-hand batter's box. Kind of a wiry-looking guy. Got some dreads coming out of the back of his helmet. Athletic looking. As he pops one, deep shortstop, but short center field. Lyric Scott, the play before, had to go all the way back to the baseball sign out in right center to catch one. Just now had to come all the way in towards the shortstop to record the second out of the inning, which is going to bring the 9-hole batter Corbin Baird to the plate. Second baseman for Locust Grove. Last time up, he walked. So Braden's looking pretty good now. We have 3 batters up and 2 outs.
Well, this will be his 10th pitch of the inning. I'd love to get out of here with less than 12.
Well, he drives a fastball right down Broadway for strike number 1 to Baird. Baird last time up worked a full count against Stevens, for Stevens only to lose him to a walk. Let's see if Stevens can make up for it right here as he delivers a pitch. That ball is low, a little change up. Bowden digs it out of the dirt, comes up, gives some signs back to Braden, says, man, good pitch. Meredith is still standing over at first base. Again, doesn't appear to be a base-running threat over at first as Braden quickly throws a ball over to first. Maybe not to necessarily pick him off, but maybe just to keep him honest. Let him know that he's still paying attention to him as the lefty Baird digs in. The delivery. Ball low just over the top of the left shoe of the left-handed batter.
I'm hoping we can get about 5 innings out of Braden. If he gets that low pitch count this inning.
Yeah, here's the delivery. This one's up and away for 3-1. Now on Corbin Baird. Meredith over at first base. Kobe Ivester on the grass at third. Stiltner playing deep out at shortstop. Zane deep at second base. Delivery comes in, fouled straight back by Baird. At first base, Cooper Brown holding the bag from right to left Morris about as straightaway right field as you could be. Scott about as straightaway center as you can be. And MT as straightaway left field as you can be. Meredith's going to take off and run on the slow delivery. The ball's going to be poked out to right just to the left of Zane Garner. The hit and run was on. And there's a throw over to third, and Meredith just gets into third base. That was about as an effective AB as you can have as pushing that ball to the, or actually pulling the ball with the lefty there to the right-hand side, just to the in between first and second base. Morris comes up and guns it to third, but because that hit and run was on, that's going to make it first and third.
That's the second time they've had executed this hit and run perfect.
Yeah, so now we're back at the top with Aiden Elliott. Elliott has struck out. Runner runs to second. That ball sails way out to center field, and on the ball, running out to center field by Lyric Scott, Meredith easily comes in and touches home plate to put the 6th run on the board for these Locust Grove Wildcats.
Well, there's another error out there.
Yep. So now the delivery, that is a strike to Aiden Elliott. I don't know if I caught, it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Good thing we have a board lit up. I'm sitting here with Chad just to my right, Greg to my right. I'm trying to work a book. Chad's just riding away. Greg's keeping the count. Ooh, as Aiden Elliott tries to take a hack at a off-speed pitch and comes up empty. It is now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Out at second base, runners got a solid 9 steps off the second base. Stiltner right behind him. Ball comes high for ball number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd inning. Locust Grove's up 6-0. They've out-hit the Pirates 6-1. The pitch. And another off-speed pitch. This time, Elliott grabs just enough of the ball to pull it over to Coach Pierce over in the first base dugout. So here we are, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs again. Stevens comes set, and the pitch, and that ball's a fastball. That ball is right center field, and it is headed towards the scoreboard. And right in front of the scoreboard, as Chad Feltman sits here and waves goodbye at it, Morris waves goodbye to the top of the 1st. We're going to go ahead to the top of the 3rd as he collects a 3rd out of the inning. Well, Locust Grove leaves 1 on. They score 1, 6-0.
Truck Month is back at Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Jackson. And we're celebrating by offering savings up to $19,000 off the sticker price on select 2026 Ram 1500 models. Qualified buyers can even take advantage of 0% financing for 60 months. Be sure to shop our huge online inventory at countrysideautomotive.com. And let's find your new ride at Countryside. I-75 exit 205 and Highway 16 in Jackson, Georgia.
Ever thought the day would come where you could apply for a mortgage from the comfort of your living room or home office? In as little as 20 minutes, you can apply online with our new online mortgage center. So visit our website and apply today. We're an equal housing lender. First Bank of Pike. Together we grow. Member FDIC. Online at firstbankofpike.com.
Welcome back to the Jack Pirates fans. As we sit here, A.J. Davis appears to be coming on the mound for Locust Grove. It's going to close the book on their starting pitcher. I'm sitting here looking at this Locust Grove team, and again, they're all gray and blue. Don't know where their pitcher ended up landing on the field. I'm sure the cool thing is the Pirates today are running game changers, so as it kind of catches up with us, I'm going to be able to catch that up. But this new pitcher is going to come in, and he is going to face Lyric Scott, the 9-hole hitter for the Pirates. Scott, this will be the first time he's got an AB today here in the bottom of the 3rd inning as it rotates back to the top, the Stiltner and Morris. Greg, how you feeling over there with your short sleeve shirt on?
Oh, I'm good.
I've got my jacket on, and I feel like it's comfortable weather. But, I mean, it's almost like you can wear a jacket or you can be short sleeve and be comfortable either way.
I'm comfy. You know, I worked outside with the power company for many years, and the cold, it's got to get real cold for me to put on a coat.
Yeah. So here comes the pitch from the righty. He shoved it straight down over the top of the plate for a ball to Lyric Scott. So Lyric's looking at a 1-0 count now. Lyric's really close to the plate in the right-hand batter's box. Oh, and he looks at a strike right down the middle. 1 ball, 1 strike. Maybe Lyric's just letting this pitcher get some pitches in. See if he could just kind of warm him up some as the pitcher comes in and spikes one to the left side. It is A.J. Davis. Replacing a Landon Lunsford. Landon threw 2 innings, had 1 hit, 3 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Gave up no runs. There was an error behind him, but it did not hurt him as Lyric Scott hits the ball over to shortstop. Shortstop comes up and makes a throw over to the first baseman, and I'm talking about got him out by a frog's hair.
That's a good hustle there by Lyric Scott.
Lyric is a speedy kid. He was thrown out yesterday to end the game, flying down the line by a good play by a shortstop, and today another great play by a shortstop to just get him out. Walker Stiltner now comes up to bat. Walker last time up struck out on some good pitching. Made him run a count. So he's going to see strike number 1 on an off-speed pitch. Walker again was our 5-hole hitter, then our 3-hole hitter. Now our 1-hole hitter in this home opener. He looks at ball number 1.
Coach Parrott is going to try everything in the world, jumble that lineup to try to get something going.
Walker Stiltner's going to, he hits this ball a laser shot at a jumping shortstop. Just got it over the top of his glove to record his first hit of the day. Walker Stiltner is now 1 for 2 with a single, standing at first base with Jarrett Morris coming to the plate. A kid that can really barrel baseballs. Tell you what, if he puts one off the sign right here, it better be a home run and not a double. We know these Pirates.
I told him before the game, I said, you hit a home run, I'm going to take you to eat sushi. That's his favorite food, man.
Well, it's my favorite food too, Greg, and I hope that you invite me with you if you're going to go eat sushi.
We'll go.
Yeah, Chad's sitting here putting a downside, saying no to sushi. I'm going to tell you, you would think that Greg Parrott, I had lunch with him yesterday, and he tore up a steak and some shrimp. Ooh, what a swing by Jarrett Morris, just over the top of a nasty sinking fastball. An 0-2 count now with 1 away to Jarrett Morris, the 2-hole hitter. Walker Stiltner over at first, both hands hanging down over his knees in between his legs as he looks at the pitch come in. And Jarrett Morris is going to fire one right back up the middle to the center fielder. Stiltner's going to come, stand at second as the ball comes into the shortstop. Shortstop over to third base, and the third baseman's going to get it back over to the pitcher. Wow, so here we are, guys.
And this is who you want up the plate right here.
Absolutely.
Mr. Contact.
We've had 2 good hits to start this inning with Stiltner and Morris. M.T. Moody, who is typically our leadoff hitter, now the 3-hole, is at the plate. He is dug in, and on the first pitch, he watches a nice cutter just come right in over the plate. That's probably not one you want to swing at on an 0-1. He was probably hunting fastball, didn't get it, so he left it alone. MT before the game told me that he was ticked off. That was his one statement to me. And I tell you, as a leader on this team, the guy's played catcher in an emergency situation, in center field, and then over to left. He is the leader of this squad. He told me he was ticked off. Said that he just doesn't like how they played the last few games. Really liked his energy. So he sees a ball spiked right in front of the plate, about a 59-foot pitch.
Well, you know what? I like to hear a player say he's ticked off.
Yeah.
Because he cares.
That's right.
You know, and I hope the rest of the 21 players are ticked off.
Well, I tell you what, a pregame today, those boys looked a lot different. They chattered a lot. Coach Parrott had them out in left field after yesterday's game for a solid 30 minutes. Really talked them through, and it didn't look like he was chewing them out. It just looked like he was having a prayer meeting with his guys. As we left, and we had a chance to pack up and get going, with Coach Parrott still sitting there with his team out in left field over in Peachtree City. Ball comes in. Going to be 3 ball on a 5-pitch walk to MT Moody is now going to load the bases, and it is going to get a visit from the coach to the mound.
Hey, well, we have this moment here and a mound visit in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Just want to let everybody know about the upcoming Pirate Football Golf Tournament. It's going to be taking place on April the 25th. This will be at Raintree Golf Course in Thomaston. It is your opportunity to come out and play, sponsor, I don't know, maybe drive a cart, help out the golf or the football team any way you can. Again, this is April 25th. It's going to be at Raintree Golf Course in Thomaston. Get with Coach Stephen Holmes at Pike County High School if you would like to play or sponsor on April the 25th.
Well,
I want to know how that burger was. You gobbled that rascal down.
I'm still about halfway through mine. Look, what you got to do is you got to take the headset off of Chad, and he'll start eating that thing.
That burger was really good. I'm sitting over here, and I noticed Greg ain't opened his yet.
No.
Chris has got about halfway through his.
I'm working every time I try not to talk. I get a couple bites in.
I'm just trying to be quiet and sit back and watch the game. But, man, what a golden opportunity for the Pirates. Here with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 3rd.
Well, you know, these Pirates have come back. Their win this season was in scrappy comeback fashion in a 7-6 game, and there's 6 runs on the board for Locust Grove, and we're in the 3rd inning. Plenty of time for these Pirates to even things back up and really just kind of put a hurting on Locust Grove. You're going to have Cooper Brown standing in as he sees a ball high. You have Stiltner at 3rd, Morris at 2nd, MT Moody at 1st, and Cooper at the plate. Outfield's playing straight up. Infield, middle's deep. Cooper Brown sees ball number 2 off the outside of the plate. The corners are in for Locust Grove. Field Blues playing right in front of shortstop.
Well, I'll be taking this pitch myself. I hope he's going to have to throw me a strike. Pitcher's a little bit.
Yeah, I think there's 6 balls in a row so far. The catcher is now to come back out, and he's getting another mound visit to the pitcher, A.J. Davis, on the mound. A.J. just kind of seems to be overthrowing a little bit, spiking it, getting it really low. I think it's probably just maybe adrenaline or whatever it might be. But the righty comes set and flings a ball right down the middle as Cooper Brown chops at it over into the 3rd base dugout. Over on the 3rd base side it's a modest dugout over on the 3rd base side. Same kind of setup. You got the dugout, the block dugout with the Pirate on the side of it, cage out in front, guys hanging all out on both sides of the field. As Cooper Brown way late on a fastball, 2 balls, 2 strikes. It might have surprised Cooper that there was a fastball coming in that was actually not 59 feet. That was a full 60 feet that time of fastball, and he blew it right by Cooper. First baseman playing right in front of MT Moody over at first base. 3rd baseman still on the corner, and the middle's deep. And this ball is low, fastball for work a full count to Cooper Brown. Not much has changed out in the outfield. Still playing straight away. Flag is just sitting quietly behind Jameer Jones, the center fielder, out for Locust Grove, just above the black batter's eye. Ball comes in. Cooper Brown turns on the ball as Coach Parrott, 3rd base coach, lifts his right foot up, lets the ball travel right up under it.
A little ballet going on over there.
Yeah, sometimes you see the coaches over there try to catch a ball. Coach Parrott had no intent to catch anything, just get out of the way.
I'd love to see one go right down that left field line.
Well, let's see. Cooper's wagging the bat back and forth, choked up just a little bit. The delivery, ball is way off the plate. And, well, Cooper Brown is going to grab himself an RBI as Walker Stiltner comes in and he touches the plate for the first run of the game for the Pirates here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Now up, Sawyer Selman, designated hitting today in the 5 hole. He sees a strike on the inside corner. Bases still juiced for the Pirates. Number 5, Jarrett Morris over at 3rd, MT at 2nd, catching a sign back at Chapman at 1st. Cooper Brown has a flat tire at first base. Left foot, missing a shoe. He's trying to get it back on. He didn't even bend over, try to untie it tight or anything. He just wedged his foot back in the left Oh, man, talk about a race this weekend. Put that kid on a pit crew. That was fast work by Cooper Brown getting that shoe back on. The pitch inside to Sawyer Selman. Sawyer flips around as that ball just barely misses him to bring the count 1-1 with one out here in the bottom of the third inning. Pirates have scored a run, evening up the inning. Locust Grove put one up in the top of the third, put 4 up at the top of the second, 4 and 1 at the top of the first. Ball comes in. Sawyer swings right through an up and away fastball for 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pirates have now cut the hits in half. Locust Grove with 6, Pirates with 3 from the stretch. And ball is in the dirt. And there was a check swing. Sawyer Selman leaves his bat behind him on a nasty, nasty off-speed pitch. Strikes out, checking up. So now you've got Gabe Bowden coming to the plate. He's going to stand there with the bases loaded, 2 away.
Base hit scores 2 right here.
Yeah, well, he put the ball in play last time. Smoked one right at Meredith over at third base. Meredith overthrew the ball. Ball is fastball, up and away. Gabe Bowden fouls it straight up and straight back for the first strike to our catcher.
Need a gapper right here.
The pitch. Ball is low and away. He tried to throw a slider of some sort. That ball never started on the plate. It started off the plate in the left-hand batter's box and finished off the plate in the left-hand batter's box. Bowden's already back in, ready. Davis comes set. The pitch. This time the ball was the same thing. It was an off-speed pitch, had a little movement from right to left, but it was up just a touch. So now 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Gabe's going to look at a strike go right down the middle. Fastball just well placed. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded. Infield's deep all the way around. Outfield's straight away all the way around. And the pitch. Gabe Bowden's going to hit the ball out in right field. Right fielder comes over and carols it into his glove, and that's going to leave 3 on. Well, we left 3 on, but we brought 6 to the plate, and we were able to get a run across the board. A lot of love that. After 3, 6-1, Locust Grove.
Ever thought the day would come where you could apply for a mortgage from the comfort of your living room or home office? In as little as 20 minutes, you can apply online with our new online mortgage center. So visit our website and apply today. We're an equal housing lender. First Bank of Pike. Together we grow. Member FDIC. Online at firstbankofpike.com.
Welcome, y'all, to Buckner's Family Restaurant. Round here, we're nothing fancy, but we are a place where family and friends gather around for some good old Southern joy. Come on over and experience the all-you-can-eat Southern cooking served on one of our Lazy Susan tables. There's something special about enjoying a meal with friends and family. The good times even happen outside our doors as you smile and play games while you wait or pick up a meal for the family from our online ordering and curbside to go. So come on out and bring your family and friends for a true Southern experience at Buckner's Family Restaurant.
All right, welcome back, Pirates fans. Here at the Jack, we've got the Pirates taking infield throwing the ball across the field. We do not have a pitcher and catcher yet. It does look like Braden Stevens is still sitting in the dugout with no intent to come out, as now it appears Ashton Owens is going to come take the mound for the Pirates here in the top of the 4th inning. Well, Chad and Greg, you know, guys, I'm running for commissioner, and there's a meeting tonight, and it's an obligation of mine to go out and shake hands and address issues and do what I can to kind of help the county of Pike in my campaign for Pike County Commissioner. So Chad, I really appreciate you allowing me to tag along with you as you usually do. I'm doing the best I can. You're teaching me up in all the right ways, man. I love you, guy. Love you so much, Greg. I just honored to always be at the same table with you, brother. Gentlemen, I'm going to go off and talk about some issues. I certainly would love to talk about baseball, but as the sun sets here at the Jack, I'm going to go with it.
Well, I'll say this. We did get a run while you were calling the game, so maybe a little bit of good luck. But
Yeah.
All right, here we go to the top of the fourth inning. It is 6-1. Locust Grove is on top. And like you heard Chris mention, a new pitcher into the ball game for Pike County. It's going to be number 6, Ashton Owens. For Locust Grove, they got 1 in the first, 4 in the second, 1 in the third. The Pirates, none in the first, none in the second. Was able to finally get on the board there in the third inning, but we left the bases loaded.
That hurts.
And now we go to the top of inning number 4. And it's going to be the center fielder, Jameer Johnson, leading things off. He is 2 for 2 on the day, batting out of the number 2 hole. A couple of singles and an RBI, and again, a big-time prospect here for Locust Grove. We've got scouts from the New York Yankees and the Miami Marlins here today in Zebulon to watch this guy coming to the plate. Right-handed batter, center fielder Jameer Johnson, wearing number 10, batting in the number 2 hole, and he's perfect so far at the plate today, 2 for 2. And again, he will dig in against Ashton Owens, who will drop in a first pitch curveball for strike number 1. Ashton Owens came in relief yesterday and shut down a big rally at Stars Mill. 2/3 of an inning, got the Pirates out of a late jam. Here's the 0-1. A little too much on that fastball as he spikes it in the dirt on the outside corner. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Jameer's got the body build of Darryl Strawberry.
You're right. That's a very good description.
See, buddy.
Yep. 1-1 count. Owens is ready. And again, he spikes it in the dirt outside. It's 2 balls and 1 strike as the lights are on. Sun is starting to set here at the Jack in Zebulon. Home opener for the Pirates. Trying to snap a 3-game losing skid here today against Locust Grove. 2-1 pitch. Check swing. Yes, he did.
He did.
Some high inside heat there from Owens. It crossed up Jameer Johnson. Kind of a defensive swing. One of those where if he doesn't swing, the ball may hit him. 2-2 count. Owens works out of the wind and the pitch. This one grounded to third, and it's going to get underneath the glove of the third baseman, Kobe Ivester. And it's going to be another single for Jameer Johnson as he absolutely tattooed that one over to third base. He is 3 for 3 on the day. 3 singles. And guess what he's going to do probably here on the first pitch?
He's going to put on his cleats and overdrive.
Absolutely. Locust Grove has stolen a lot of bases today. I lost count at 6 when Chris took over. So I know Jameer Johnson has, I believe, 3 by himself today. First pitch on the way. Fastball a little low and outside. There's ball 1 to the first baseman, Liam Collier. Liam reached on an error in his first at bat. He walked in his second at bat. Top of the 4th inning. 6-1 Locust Grove. 1-0 fastball missed outside to the left-handed batting Liam Collier. Again, home opener here tonight for the Pirates. Supposed to be back home on Friday with a doubleheader against East Coweta and Social Circle. Those games are scheduled for 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock on Friday. Runner goes. Here's the 2-0. Pitch is a strike. Throw down to second is a one-hopper, and it's not in time. And it's going to be another stolen base for Jameer Johnson. Better throw that time by Bowden. A low one-hopper. Skipped on that grass right into the glove of Walker Stiltner, the shortstop who was covering the bag. But it's another stolen base for the Wildcats. And a 2-1 count now to Collier as Owens works out of the stretch and delivers. This one is roped down the first base line, and it's a fair ball. Going to get all the way down into the corner in right field. Here's Collier. He's got his jets turned on. He is all the way around second, and he is going to be in with a stand-up RBI triple. He got on top of that one. One hopped right over the top of the first base bag, and Greg, it just rolled and got lost down there in that no-man's land corner in right field.
Yeah, it hung that line, and then it veered off. After it went over the base, it just took off to the right down there, and took a little while for our right field to get to it.
So now that'll bring up Landon Lunsford. Start of the game as the pitcher today for Locust Grove. He is batting in the cleanup spot. First pitch on the way, low and outside in the dirt. There's ball one. Today Landon is 0 for 2. He struck out looking. And then a soft liner right off his fist over towards second base. Zane Gardner caught that one as the infield was playing in. He was right on the edge of the grass, just like the infield is now for the Pirates. Here's the 1-0. Fastball at the knees, outside corner. And it's taken for a strike to even the count at 1-1. Landon Lunsford batting fourth, runner at third. Nobody out, top of the fourth. Wildcats have scored at least one every inning in the ballgame. Here's the 1-1. Grounded foul over down the third base line into the dugout of the Wildcats, who are staring directly into the sun. Right field is completely shaded. The entire right side of the infield at first and second base is shaded. Center field is shaded, but from shortstop, third, and left field, they are looking directly into the sunset here at the Jack. 1-2 pitch from Owens. Right back up the middle through the box, and it's going to get down for an RBI base hit. Ashton Owens with a great pitch. But Landon Lunsford did a good job just reaching out there, and he hit it right back through the legs of the Pike County pitcher, right over the top of the mound and over the bag at second. And it's going to be an RBI single to make it an 8-1 ball game.
9 hits for the Wildcats, 3 for the Pirates. Man.
And now here comes the shortstop, Christian Colon. He is 0 for 2 on the day. Takes the first pitch, fastball for a strike. That's just bad luck there. 2-strike count. Owens made a great pitch low and outside, but Lunsford, a great at bat. He just reached out and slapped it, and it went right back where it came from, through the 5-hole, as they would say in hockey. Runner goes. This one's hit out towards shallow left center. Could be tough. Who wants it? Out into the sun. It's going to be caught by M.T. Moody. He'll get it back into the infield quickly, and the runner will have to get back to first. Well, that sun out there in the outfield is hard to see out there. Very dangerous, but MT did a nice job shading the sun and able to make the catch for the out.
I can't tell from here if he's got on sunglasses or not.
So 1 down, runner at first, and here comes the third baseman, Ryland Meredith. 2 for 2 on the day, a solo homer and a single. First pitch on the way to him. Curveball outside. There's ball one. Absolutely crushed a solo homer to left center field to lead off the top of the second inning. And then he singled his last time up on a 3-2 count. He's got a runner at first with 1 out. Top of the fourth inning. Locust Grove on top 8-1. Runner goes. Pitches upstairs. Throw to second is a little high. And it's not going to be in time. Good play by Zane Gardner. Second baseman to take that throw. He had to climb the ladder to keep it from going to center field. Another stolen base. That'll put Locust Grove in double digits for stolen bases in this ball game here in the fourth inning.
Wow.
And it puts another runner in scoring position here for the Wildcats. Got to be careful here. 2-0 count to Meredith. Don't leave one hanging. Here's the pitch. Fastball low and in the dirt. Runner takes off down to third. No throw. And that's going to be Lunsford, who will take third base easily. And a 3-0 count here to Ryland Meredith. Again, Ashton Owens, the new pitcher here in the top of the fourth inning. Couple of runs already across for the Wildcats. 3-0 count. Here's the pitch. And a green light, no doubt about it. It's jacked out into left center field. Here comes Lunsford to walk in from third. And it's another RBI single, the third hit of the ball game for the third baseman, Ryland Meredith. He is 3 for 3, and now he has 2 RBIs in the ball game.
I wonder if he's on the football team. He is stocky built and muscular.
I don't think you got to worry about Ryland trying to steal any bases, but he definitely has a linebacker look to him. Maybe a good offensive tackle. He is a big young man, but has absolutely knocked the cover off the ball in his 3 at-bats today for the Wildcats as Elliott Arendt, the catcher, digs into the box and takes a first pitch strike. 9-1 Wildcats, top of the fourth. Runner at first with 1 out. Owens out of the stretch. Curveball outside. He was the count at 1-1. Today for Elliott, he walked, and then he hit a deep fly ball to straightaway center. But it was called out there in center by Lyric Scott. Gray bat with highlighter orange. 1-1. This one again out towards center. This one in shallow center. Going to be a tough play. Lyric will come in, and he will call off the shortstop, Stiltner, and he'll make the catch in shallow center for the second out of the inning. So that's the second consecutive at-bat that Elliot Arant has flown out to center field. And now to bring up the left fielder, this is Trey Tetrot. 0 for 2 on the day, a strikeout, and he also flew out to center his last time up. Send one out to right center. 2 down, runner at first. First pitch on the way to him. Misses upstairs around the letters, and it's 1-0. Locust Grove, they got a long road trip for their next game, Greg. They're going to be going down to Brunswick on Friday, 7 p.m. start down on the coast.
We used to go down there and play.
This one hit off the fist, over towards second base, out into the grass, and it's going to be the second baseman, Zane Gardner, who will call everybody off and put it away for the third out of the inning. We'll come back with more on Greg's Brunswick story, but the Wildcats able to get a few more on the board. They score 3 as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. It is now 9-1. Locust Grove on top.
Truck Month is back at Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Jackson. And we're celebrating by offering savings up to $19,000 off the sticker price on select 2026 Ram 1500 models. Qualified buyers can even take advantage of 0% financing for 60 months. Be sure to shop our huge online inventory at countrysideautomotive.com. And let's find your new ride at Countryside. I-75 exit 205 and Highway 16 in Jackson, Georgia.
Hey, a big thank you to one of our foundation partners here at K13 Media for their support of Pirate Baseball this season. Of course, that being Advanced Roofing and Interiors. We are coming to you from the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth right behind home plate for all your roofing, gutters, storm damage, concrete, fencing, painting, and more. Be sure to contact the professionals at Advanced Roofing and Interiors. Thomas Boswell and his staff are ready to take care of all of your home remodeling projects. Check them out on their Facebook and Instagram pages for real customer reviews. Boy, they do a great job on their social media, updating projects they're working on, showing finished projects they've recently completed. And we are always thrilled and honored to have Advanced Roofing and Interiors on board with us here with K13 Media. As we go to the bottom of inning number 4, Greg, you were talking about a trip to Brunswick with the Pirates back in the day.
Yeah, we've been down there several times during spring break. Winter break and play Brunswick High School, Islands High School, and I believe Effingham.
Sounds about right.
Comes over to that.
First pitch swung on, and on 3 hops, it is backhanded over at first base by the Wildcat first baseman Liam Collier. And just like that, Zane Gardner is down on 1 pitch.
Go down to Brunswick and have some good seafood.
Mm-hmm. Of course, just outside of St. Simons and Jekyll Island. That is where Locust Grove is heading for their next game Friday as Kobe Ivester digs in. Takes a first pitch curveball for a strike. He struck out his first time up. He's batting in the number 8 spot today for the Pirates. Here's the 0-1. Fastball missed tying outside. And it evens the count at 1-1.
Kobe is one of the strongest players on the team. If he ever launches one, it'll hit the playground out there, but can't lay off the curveballs in the dirt.
That one was low and inside, and he was aiming for that playground. But he's now behind in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nobody on, 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
He's going to get the same pitch right here, so be ready.
Here it comes, and there it is. But he was able to hold off as that one was a little too far off the plate. He evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kobe Ivester, third baseman today, batting 8th. Chokes up on the bat. Here comes the 2-2. Low and outside, and it's 3-2.
Good eye, good eye. His dad,
A.J. Davis pitching.
His dad used to be a good running back here at the high school back in the day.
Full count, 3-2 pitch. Ball 4, fastball high and outside. And Ivester will draw a 1-out walk. And it'll bring up the center fielder, Lyric Scott.
That was a good at-bat by Ivester right there.
He was able to lay off a couple of curveballs. It got him in his first at-bat. And now he takes a lead at first, 1 out. Bottom of the fourth inning, Lyric Scott, number 9 batter at the plate. Takes a first pitch fastball upstairs for ball 1. Lyric grounded out to shortstop. It's first time to the plate. Second time through the order here for the Pirates. Here comes the 1-0. And the dirt is 2-0. And now Davis struggling a little bit, a lot like he did in his last inning in appearance. He's behind Lyric 2-0, who's really crowded the plate. 2-0 pitch. There's a strike at the knees. Lyric shakes his head. He didn't like the call. It was low and inside. And it brings the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, Lyric, a right-handed batter, right on top of the plate. 2-1 pitch. Low and outside. 3-1. Again, the Pirates had the bases loaded last inning. Only able to come away with 1 run. They left them stranded. 3-1 pitch. And there's ball 4. Even Lyric turned around to look and confirm that was ball 4. Fastball looked pretty good around the belt, but that is now back-to-back walks.
Yep.
And back to the top of the order here for the Pirates and Walker Stiltner.
The weather's cooled off about 4 degrees since we have started, down to 64 now, but still very comfortable.
Still feels nice, yeah.
I still have not put on my jacket
that
yet.
wind has not got us yet. Stiltner digs in. First pitch on the way is up in his eyes, and there's ball 1. Walker Stiltner today, a strikeout and a single. His 3rd time up to the plate in the bottom of the 4th inning. Pirates with runners at first and second with 1 out. Davis out of the stretch. Snap throw back to second, but not in time as Ivester is back with a head-first slide. Ivester, the runner at second. Lyric Scott, the runner at first. So some good speed on the base path here for the Pirates. Top of the order. 1-0. Fastball strike at the knees, low and outside. He was the count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Good pitch right there. Stiltner's ready now.
He's choked up on the bat, and he too is also right on top of the plate. No more chalk in the batter's box. That's all gone. Snap throw to first. They try to get Lyric. Ball gets away from the first baseman, and that's going to let Ivester make it all the way to third, and that ball went into the dugout.
That first baseman, our base runner, needs to go to second base.
And let's see if Coach Parrott and the guys are going to try to challenge that call, and they are not. But, yeah, that ball was well into the Pirate dugout. But now the Pirates with runners on the corners. 1-1 count to Walker Stiltner. Here's the pitch. Check swing, just about hit him in the face.
Ooh,
a defensive swing, and is fouled off down the first base line.
That ball was riding up real quick.
Well, that's one of those, if he doesn't swing at it, he's going to take it right in his teeth.
Yeah.
He just did get a piece of it. And the count's now 1-2. A.J. Davis out of the stretch for the Wildcats. 1-2 pitch. Runner takes off to second. No throw. Lyric Scott running like the wind all the way down to second.
Oh, Lyric, he has got some good wheels, I'm telling you.
Man, oh, man. So now a base hit could score 2 for the Pirates, who are trying to stay in this ball game in the 4th inning. 2-2 count to Stiltner. Here it comes. Grounded right back to the pitcher. Davis going to throw back to third. And they're going to call Ivester out at third base. That was a line drive right back to the pitcher, A.J. Davis. Kobe Ivester was gone at the crack of the bat. Was about a quarter of the way down the line and then tried to hustle back to third base and was thrown out. Second base running error of the day for the Pirates. Second runner to be thrown out at third base.
That's the ultimate running sin right there. Wait till he gets past the pitcher, and you can run in, walk in then.
So 2 outs now for Jared Morris. And he'll take a curveball for a strike at the letters. Boy, that ball started at his chin and broke down at the letters and was called a strike. Samaje Smith was also thrown out at third base earlier today. So 2 base running errors at third for the Pirates. 0-1 fastball, just a little low below the knees to even the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down. Good to see the little kids out here at the ballpark today, showing off the baseballs they got.
A lot of them.
Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Curveball outside. Boy, good crowd here today, Greg. And Pirate faithful are here with us, and I believe you got some of your folks down to the right of us.
Yeah, that'd be my sweet daughter-in-law, Miss Marley.
New to the family, I should say.
Yep, she brought the twins out today, and they're enjoying the game too.
It is a great day to be out, no doubt. 2-1 count to Jarrett Morris. Here comes the pitch from Davis. In the dirt, good stop behind the plate by Arant. And that'll bring the count to 3-1. You were telling Morris something earlier today about some sushi, right? Was it Jarrett you were telling?
Yeah, Jarrett, yeah. Said if you hit one out, we're going to eat sushi.
Well, I'm not a sushi fan, but I would love for you to have to come true on that bet. 3-1 count. Here it comes. Runners go, and there's ball 4. Throw down to third. Doesn't matter. It's in the dirt. It's going to be a 2-out walk. Well, he's not getting any sushi, but he does keep the inning alive. And for the second straight inning, the Pirates have the bases loaded.
2 outs and another good hitter up with M.T. Moody.
Yep. M.T. is batting third today. He singled his first time up. He walked his second time. 9-1, Locust Grove. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Pirates with the bases loaded and 2 outs. First pitch on the way. Fastball called for a ball. Whew.
Must have been a little bit low.
It was very tight, I'll tell you that. Did not miss by much.
Yeah.
Let's see how patient Moody's going to be at the plate with the bases loaded. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Not patient at all. Took a fastball and tried to knock it out of the ballpark and got a piece of it to foul it away. He was the count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
He had a good swing. It was in the strike zone.
Oh, it was a strike, yeah, no doubt. Fastball right at the belt. 1-1 count to M.T. Moody, the senior left fielder today for the Pirates, batting third in the bottom of the fourth inning. Trying to get a few runs back. Here comes the 1-1.
Ooh.
Fouled off, and it got M.T. right on his left ankle or his shin or just below his knee. He's
right on
shaking it off.
Kind of the side around that meaty part.
Hit the ground first, thankfully. Did not hit his foot first, but it hit right off the dirt, then bounced up and got him on the side of his leg. But he's back in the box, but he's down 1-2. A.J. Davis working out of the stretch for Locust Grove. A big deep breath and the 1-2 pitch in the dirt.
Good eye.
Another good stop by Aaron behind home plate. Davis tried to bring an all-speed pitch and one-hopped it up there. There's a Pirate at every base for the second straight inning. We're down 9-1. A big hit here would be really nice by M.T. Moody. The 2-2, here it is. Grounded into the hole between short and third. It's going to get down, no play. A run's going to come in and score. Christian Colon was shaded toward the bag at second. That ball was hit right in between shortstop and third. Colon was able to cut it off before it got to the outfield, but everybody advances, and it's an infield single for M.T. Moody. It is his second single of the ball game, his first RBI, and it makes it 9-2.
I think Moody probably leads the team in batting average. Not for sure, but he has had some good hits.
Well, let's see if Cooper Brown can keep the inning alive. He walked with the bases loaded his last time up. First pitch, chopped foul down the third base line. Took a fastball up around the letters. Got on top of it. And it's 0-1. Cooper Brown, the first baseman, batting in the cleanup spot today. Bases loaded with 2 outs for the Pirates in the bottom of the fourth inning. 1 run across. A.J. Davis out of the stretch. Here's the 0-1. And it's taken for a strike. Boy, a late call there by the home plate umpire makes it 0-2.
Ugh.
That was a curveball that just sit out there on the black part of the plate.
Man, oh man.
0-2 now to Cooper Brown. He chokes up on the bat. He's got his feet right in front of the plate in the front of the box. Davis is ready. Here's the pitch. Threw it by the catcher. It gets away, but not far enough for the runners to advance. It hit the cinder blocks back here behind home plate and then popped right back up into the glove of Elliot Arant, the catcher for Locust Grove. The Pike County runners were ready to go. They were all about halfway down the respective baseline and then had to hit the brakes. If that ball doesn't pop up They could easily advance. 1-2 count. Davis ready. Here it comes. Sliced over towards second base. And should be an easy play. Throw over to first is in plenty of time. And that will do it for the Pirates in the bottom of the fourth. Pike County gets a run. But for the second straight inning, we leave the bases loaded. We are through 4 here in Zebulon. It is 9-2, Locust Grove on top. And the Pirates home opener.
Ever thought the day would come where you could apply for a mortgage from the comfort of your living room or home office? In as little as 20 minutes, you can apply online with our new online mortgage center. So visit our website and apply today. We're an equal housing lender. First Bank of Pike. Together we grow. Member FDIC. Online at firstbankofpike.com.
Today's coverage of Pirate Baseball being presented in part by Henson's Outdoor Services. Locally owned lawn care offering mowing, pine straw, and gutter cleaning. On time, dependable, and detail focused. Be sure to book today. Your home will thank you. If your lawn's messy, your gutters are probably even worse. Thankfully, Henson's Outdoor Services, they are there to fix both. Call today before your HOA does. Also today, want to send a big thank you to another one of our new partners in 2026, and that is our good friends at Pike Pools. Very happy to have the folks from Pike Pools on here with us this season. Hey, Pike Pools, ready to turn your backyard into the ultimate home field advantage. Pike Pools is locally owned and specializes in custom in-ground swimming pool designs and installation, building backyard dreams right here in the community. Be sure to stop by their pool store here in Zebulon for top quality chemicals, cleaners, accessories, and more to keep your pool game strong. And when you build with Pike Pools, you score big. Every pool comes with a 10% discount in their pool store. That's Pike Pools. Give them a call today or stop by and see them, and be sure to dive into your best summer yet. Greg Perry, it might feel a little bit like pool weather this weekend. It's supposed to get up near 80 degrees for the weekend.
I love it. I love it. Well, I'd just like to put some runs up on this board here in a minute. Hold them off right here. I never give up. You know, we can come back and win anytime, especially after that McIntosh game where we were down 4-0.
Yeah, down 4-0 early and came back to fight and win. Avery Hicks is going to lead off the top of the fifth inning. His first time to the plate today for the Wildcats. He's wearing number 24, right-handed batter here for Locust Grove. 9-2, top of the fifth inning. Ashton Owens out back to pitch for the Pirates. 0-1 pitch, misses outside. And it's going to even the count at 1-1 strike. Top of the order on deck with Aiden Elliott. Here's the 1-1. Fouled off at the plate, and that one looked like it may have got a piece of the foot of Avery Hicks. And it's now 1-2. So Avery Hicks will come in and bat in the number 9 spot, replacing Corbin Baird, who had a single and a walk today. One-two pitch. Fouled out of play. Hicks just did get a piece of it. He leaned out toward the outside corner and fought that off down the first base line. Right over the top of the Pike County fans who are here with us today. 1-2 count. Owens is ready. Misses with a fastball up around the eyes of Hicks, and it's 2-2. So Hicks is at the plate. Aiden Elliott, top of the order in the on-deck circle. And then we should see Jameer Johnson, who's had a perfect 3-for-3 day. 2-2 pitch. Low and outside. Counts full, 3-2.
I may have to put on my hoodie
Uh-oh.
here in a minute. I feel that little nip.
Well, we started at 68 degrees. That was at the 4:32 time of first pitch today. I have to get a weather update from Greg. Payoff pitch, 3-2, swung on and missed.
Nice.
So down goes Hicks. And we're back to the top of the order for Locust Grove with Aiden Elliott. A strikeout, an RBI single, and a fly out to right. All right, Greg, what you got?
63 degrees here at 6:14.
So we are cooling off.
Yeah, cooling off little by little.
Top of the order, here's Elliott, the left-handed batter. Takes a first pitch strike, low and outside. It's 0-1. I could feel it around my legs. I'm glad I didn't wear shorts today. I almost put on shorts. But I said, man, I know as soon as that, I know it's so tempting. Here's the 0-1. It's fouled off, and it's 0-2. Supposed to be sunny tomorrow and real nice with a high of around 70. Thursday's supposed to be really nice, but then Friday and Saturday, 80 and 90% chances of rain to start the weekend.
Bomber.
0-2. Strike 3 call. Throws him with a fastball on the outside corner, and it's back-to-back strikeouts here in the top of the 5th inning. Good start on the mound for number 6, Ashton Owens, trying to keep the Wildcats scoreless for the first time today.
Got to keep this guy off base.
Yeah, got to keep him in the ballpark, too. And there it goes. Roped into left field. It's going to get over the head of M.T. Moody, and it's going to one-hop the left field fence. And it'll be a stand-up double for Jameer Johnson. First pitch. Owens left one hanging, and he's lucky that one stayed in the ballpark.
Now we know why the Yankees and the Marlins are here scouting this young man.
Jameer Johnson, 4 for 4 on the day, 3 singles, a double, and an RBI, and what, about 17 stolen bases on the day?
A bunch.
Locust Grove is in the double-digit category, 4 stolen bases. Jameer, I want to say, probably has 4 or 5 of those. He's at second base now. 2 outs, and here is Liam Collier, the first baseman. Owens in the stretch. First pitch to Collier. Drops it in for a strike. Top of the 5th inning, 2 down, runner at second for Locust Grove. Trying to stay perfect on the season. They're 3-0. Owens with a couple of looks to second. The 0-1 in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. Throw down to third is off the mark, and in standing is going to be Johnson. Good job down there third by Kobe Ivester to come off the bag. If he doesn't, that ball is going to sail into left field. And Johnson could have backpedaled into home plate, but right now he stays at third.
Bowden should have put it in his back pocket. There was no chance he's going to throw out Jameer.
Nice to get him out here and keep him off the board this inning. 1-1 pitch. Little slow roller to first. Is it a fair ball? Yes, it is. And that's going to be the 3rd out of the inning. That ball was hit right off the top of the foot. Or wait, now they're going to say it's a foul ball.
Oh, okay.
Well, originally the home plate umpire came out in front of home plate and ruled it a fair ball. And the first baseman, Cooper Brown, picked it up. But, boy, that's got to hurt. Liam Collier hit that ball right off the top of his foot. Didn't even try to attempt to run to first base. He immediately started hobbling around home plate.
Yeah.
And, boy, he is in a lot of pain as he picks up that banana-looking baseball bat. Left-handed batter is limping back into the box.
No doubt about it.
Whew.
The Wildcats are a colorful group with their essentials of the game.
1-2 count. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. And how about the inning for Ashton Owens? He strikes out the side. As Collier goes down, Elliott goes down, and Avery Hicks goes down. And for the first time today, the Wildcats are kept scoreless in the top of the 5th inning. Great work by Owens. Score remains 9-2 as we go to the bottom of inning number 5 on the home opener here for Pike County today in Zebulon.
The President's Day sale event is going on now at Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Jackson. And we're celebrating by offering savings up to $13,000 off select 2025 Jeep Wranglers. Qualified buyers can even lease a new 2025 Jeep Gladiator for as little as $299 a month. Be sure to shop our huge online inventory at CountrysideAutomotive.com. And let's find your new ride at Countryside. I-75, exit 205, and Highway 16 in Jackson, Georgia.
Welcome, y'all, to Buckner's Family Restaurant. Round here, we're nothing fancy, but we are a place where family and friends gather around for some good old Southern joy. Come on over and experience the all-you-can-eat Southern cooking served on one of our Lazy Susan tables. There's something special about enjoying a meal with friends and family. The good times even happen outside our doors as you smile and play games while you wait or pick up a meal for the family from our online ordering and curbside to go. So come on out and bring your family and friends for a true Southern experience at Buckner's Family Restaurant.
New pitcher to the ball game here for Locust Grove as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's going to be number 6, Corbin Baird, who is now on to do the pitching for the Wildcats, who were just held scoreless for the first time today after a great inning of work by Ashton Owens, who strikes out the side for the Pirates. 9-2 is our score as we go to the bottom of inning number 5 alongside of Greg Parrott. I'm Chad Feltman. We are coming to you today inside the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth. And coming up, we are getting ready for our debut of baseball trivia. Or excuse me, not baseball trivia. Today in baseball history is what I was trying to say, Greg. I don't know why I was thinking trivia. That will be presented by Express Sanitation Services. See them on your screen right now. And as soon as we get done with this first batter, we'll tell you what happened on this day in baseball history as Sawyer Selman will lead off the bottom of the 5th. Lefties in. First pitch is outside for ball number 1. 9-2 our score. Pirates have been able to chip away. They got 1 in the 3rd. They got 1 in the 4th. That's the good news. 1-0 is hit off the fist out towards second. It's a slow roller, and throw to first is in time to retire Sawyer Selman. 4-3 on the putout. All right, Greg Parrott, what happened on this day in baseball history, presented by Express Sanitation Services? Well, did you know it was on this day, 1943, Joe DiMaggio at the time was drawing $43,000 from the Yankees. As first pitch swinging here by Gabe Bowden is also hit to second. Throw to first is high, but in time, and it's back-to-back groundouts to second base. 1943, Joe DiMaggio gave up his $43,000 salary from the Yankees for a $50 a month salary to enlist with the U.S. Army.
Wow.
Gave up $43,000 playing Major League Baseball to make $50 a month to enlist with the U.S. Army. Of course, right in the middle of World War II. You think Major League Baseball players would do that today?
No.
Not a chance.
Not at all. Well,
not a chance.
That's when our young men were real patriots back then. They loved their country.
Zane Gardner is at the plate. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the 5th. And Zane will slice a 1-0 pitch foul out of play. And he was the count at 1-1.
Got a question.
And, you know, Joe DiMaggio wasn't just the only one. There were a lot of baseball players back during World War II time who gave up baseball to go fight for our country. And Joe was one of those guys. Here's the 1-1 to Gardner. Outside is 2-1. What you got?
Tell me, what do you think this date is right here? What happened?
I see.
April 8th, 1966.
The 2-1 pitch, swung on and missed. It's 2-2. April 8th, 1966.
I'll give you a hint.
Is that the first day that Atlanta Fulton County Stadium opened?
First game.
All right, I was close.
You got it. And who was the pitcher for the Braves?
Oh, I'm going to think on that for a second as Zane Gardner swings at strike 3, and he will go down. That'll do it for the Pirates in the bottom of the 5th inning. A very quick 1-2-3 5th for Pike County. We go to the top of the 6th inning. It remains a 9-2 lead for Locust Grove.
The President's Day sale event is going on now at Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Jackson. And we're celebrating by offering savings up to $13,000 off select 2025 Jeep Wranglers. Qualified buyers can even lease a new 2025 Jeep Gladiator for as little as $299 a month. Be sure to shop our huge online inventory at CountrysideAutomotive.com. And let's find your new ride at Countryside. I-75, exit 205, and Highway 16 in Jackson, Georgia.
As we get ready to go to the top of inning number 6, want to say thank you to another new partner for K13 Media here in 2026. That is ADCO Landscape Management. Hey, your yard doesn't have to be a chore. From clean cuts to full transformations, commercial or residential, ADCO Landscape Management will make your lawn the best in the neighborhood. Be sure to contact Stephen Vassell today at ADCO Landscape Management. Your yard will thank you. And we thank ADCO Landscape Management for hopping on board here with us in 2026. And folks, don't forget, coming up Thursday, you're going to get all the details on how you can win tickets to Atlanta Braves opening day Friday, March the 27th, they're going to be taking on the Kansas City Royals at Truist Park. 7:15 first pitch, Friday night fireworks, the Braves walk, the big parade down the Battery Avenue. Before the game, it is going to be a huge night at Truist Park, and K13 Media wants to send you to see the Braves play the Royals. I'll be there. It's going to be a big, big weekend. For the first time, I want to say, Greg, in like 6 years, the Braves are going to be opening the season at home. And we get the Kansas City Royals, so be sure to tune in to the K13 Media Facebook page on Thursday for details on how you can win a 4-pack of tickets and a Braves swag bag that includes bobbleheads, T-shirts, rally towels, and much more. All right, you were just talking about the Atlanta Braves, and you asked me a question. Go ahead and repeat that question for the folks who didn't hear it.
Who was opening day pitcher April 8th, 1966 for the Atlanta Braves, and they were playing the Pittsburgh Pirates?
That was the first game ever.
Yep.
As Landon Lunsford will lead off for the Wildcats, which back then it was what, just Atlanta Stadium in
Atlanta
66?
Stadium.
I don't think it was Fulton County yet.
No.
Who was the first pitcher for the first Braves game in Atlanta in 66? Here's the 1-0. I'm going to take a wild guess and say I should know this. I really, really should. Phil Necro?
Nope.
Nope. Hold on. Let me have another one. Hold on. Here comes the 2-0. Downstairs for a strike, and it's 2-1. No, it wasn't Warren Spahn. That was a little before his time. Or a little after his time, I should say. 2-1 count to Landon Lunsford, the cleanup batter. First batter here in the top of the 6th. Pitch is outside. It's 3-1. All right, Greg, I give up.
I'm going to give you another hint.
All right, give me another hint. I don't like losing.
Atlanta lost in extra innings 2-0. And this pitcher pitched a complete game in 10 innings.
Wow. 3-1 count. There's a strike to run the count full at 3-2. Oh, man.
You ready?
It had to be somebody from Milwaukee the season before, because that was the first year the Braves were in Atlanta in 66. Here's the 3-2, and this was fouled off down the first base line. All right, I know all the listeners are out there screaming their answers because they know it. I'm done, Greg. Come on, give it to me.
Tony Collinger.
Man, come on. I almost said Tony Cloninger. I swear I almost said it.
And you know how I know all about that? My daddy took me to the very first game that night.
See,
So you're sitting beside somebody that was at the very first Braves game ever.
I should have went with my gut. I should have went with Tony Cloninger, but I didn't. But well, there you go. There's just some baseball facts. And did you know?
Yeah.
1966, April the 8th at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. I didn't go to a lot of games at Atlanta Fulton County, as Christian Colon will dig in. And a little check swing, foul ball right on top of the chalk down the first base line for strike one. I went to a few. Of course, that was, I started watching the Braves in 91. I was 6 years old. That was their worst to first, and, started their 14 years in a row winning the division. The whole city of Atlanta, everybody fell in love with the Braves in 91. So went just a few games. Turner Field was more my home for the Braves when I was in my teens and early adult years. As the 0-1 pitch is fouled away. I love Truist Park. Obviously, I get to work for the Braves during the season, and Truist Park is our home. But something about Turner Field to me, that's where I went on dates with my wife, when we were in college.
Special.
It is. It just something about Turner Field to me will always be my Brave Stadium. We had our senior prom there in 2003. Runner goes. 0-2 pitch called strike 3. Throw to second is in time. A strike him out, throw him out, double play. What about that throw behind home plate by the Pirates? And Gabe Bowden, a one-hopper down to second, a great tag. And it's a strike him out, throw him out here in the top of the 6th inning.
That was a bang play right there.
Great tag out there by second, so now there's 2 down.
The umpire out there is Steve McDaniel, longtime Pike resident.
So 2 outs. And the first pitch here is a ball to Ryland Meredith. Got to be careful. This guy's 3 for 3 on the day. A solo homer in the second, a single and an RBI single his last time up. He is 3 for 3. Trying to make it 4 for 4, and that may have got a couple of the players in the Locust Grove dugout. Let's make sure they're all okay.
I saw 3 of them go
Ooh,
down.
that was a one-hop line drive, and every one of those players down the third base line are hanging over the railing. And that was a one-hopper into the dugout that scattered them like an ant bed. Looks like everyone's okay, thank goodness. 1-1 pitch will one hop the plate, and it's 2-1. That could have been very scary.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you got to pay attention. Even if you're not in the game, you got to be in the game.
Got another question for you.
I love it. Bring it on.
Who was the starting third baseman that day in history?
Oh, boy. 2-1 is ripped and just fouled down the third base line. Oh, boy, that ball was crushed by Meredith, and it just missed being a double down the left field line. Oh, starting third baseman in 66. Greg, you're a little before my time here. And
Okay, well.
66 starting third baseman for the Braves at Atlanta Stadium. I'm going to say I really don't have a clue, Greg. I feel bad. I should know this.
Eddie Matthews.
All right, I got one for you.
All
As
right.
the 2-2 is lifted out toward right center field, Lyric Scott with a long way to run. Now he's going to be called off by the right fielder, Jarrett Morris. And for the first time today, Rylan Meredith is retired. And that will do it for Locust Grove in the 6th inning. So back-to-back innings by Ashton Owens, able to keep the Wildcats off the board and keep the Pirates in it. We'll go to the bottom of inning number 6. Our score remains 9-2. Locust Grove on top of the Pirates.
Dedication, compassion, and integrity. We've got the experience and expertise. When you need some help and you feel like there's nowhere to go, you can count on us for everything you need to know. The Sellers Law Firm, where clients become family.
Today's coverage of Pike County Pirate Baseball, live from the Jack in Zebulon, is being presented by Enlightening Electric. Top-rate electrical repair and installation can make all the difference in your home or business. That's why you need the best in the business, Enlightening Electric. They're available 24/7, licensed, insured, bonded, and they provide the very best electrical services. See for yourself. Just one click to enlighteningelectric.com will show you all the services they offer. Free estimates are also available. Experience and expertise. It's not just electric, it's Enlightening Electric. And boy, are we happy to have Tim Pryor and his crew on board here with us in 2026. As we go to the bottom of the 6th, 9-2 Locust Grove. Kobe Ivester will lead it off. Takes a first pitch fastball at the knees for strike 1, low and inside.
Here you go. Who was the manager that first year for the Braves?
Let's see, 1966, the Braves' first year in Atlanta. Who was the manager for the Braves? First, the 1-1 pitch to Ivester. Fastball high and outside is 2-1. Greg, I give up.
Bobby Bragan.
Bobby Bragan, okay. 2-1 count to Kobe. Here it is. Fastball right on a tee down the middle, and there's strike 2.
I'll give you an easy one this time. Who was the right fielder for the Braves?
Well, that should have been Hank Aaron.
That's it.
Thank you. All right, I got 1 out of 10. Good
Okay.
job. I'm alive. 2-2 pitch outside. There's ball 3.
How about center field?
That would have been Dusty Baker?
Nope.
Nope.
I think Dusty came a little bit later. He went with that first group of Braves from Milwaukee.
Center fielder, 1966. I'm trying to paint this whole lineup, all 9 players. Hit me. Who was it?
Rico Cardi.
Okay. Full count to Kobe Ivester. Leading off the bottom of the 6th inning. Here comes the wind and the 3-2. Ball 4 on a fastball, low and outside. And the pitcher, Corbin Baird, threw his hands up like, are you kidding me? Like, what was wrong with that one?
Yeah.
Second straight walk for Ivester, and it puts the leadoff man on. And it'll bring up Lyric Scott. Lyric batting in the number 9 hole today, a ground out to shortstop and a walk his last time up. First pitch on the way to Lyric. There's a strike at the knees to the right-handed center fielder, and it's 0-1. All right, my turn. Who was the only player for the Braves to play in Boston, Milwaukee, and Atlanta? First, the 0-1. Runner goes, bunt shown, and it's a beauty right back to the mound. Only play is to first, and they barely throw out Lyric Scott. Snap throw back to second. Ivister's back with a head-first dive. But a sac bunt by Lyric Scott, and it was a beauty. And that'll get a runner from first to second.
So he played with Boston,
Played with the Boston Braves, Milwaukee Braves, and the Atlanta Braves. The only player in Braves franchise to do it. Think on that.
Was that a pitcher?
No.
Okay.
First pitch to Walker Stiltner, the leadoff batter, is a strikeout side. Walker today, this is his fourth plate appearance. Strikeout, a single, and he hit into a fielder's choice his last time up. Runner at second is Kobe Ivister, the bottom of the sixth. Snap throw back to second, and it's a close play, but Ivister is back safely underneath the tag. Pike County with runs in the third and the fourth. Locust Grove with 1 in the first, 4 in the second, 1 in the third, 3 in the fourth. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Off the glove of the catcher, and that's going to let Ivister advance from second to third with no throw. It was an inside pitch, and it was right off the mitt of the Locust Grove catcher, Arant. And that lets Ivister get to third base.
Was this guy ever a coach with the Braves?
I don't know. I'm not sure he's a part of the Braves Hall of Fame. His number is retired. There's you a couple of hints.
Okay.
And I think we're going to have a balk called on the pitcher, and we are indeed. Ivister's going to be able to trot home. So a balk is going to be called on the Locust Grove pitcher, Corbin Baird. And that lets a run come in, and it makes it a 9-3 ball game. Boy, the Pirates are just on life support, hanging on for dear life here at the bottom of the sixth inning, just trying to stay alive.
Well, I want to be a pesky team if we're behind. Just keep pecking away.
There comes the 2-1 pitch. That one's sliced foul. Actually, excuse me, that was the 1-1 pitch. Now it's 1-2. All right, you give up?
No, hold on.
Greg's gonna keep thinking. Again, the question is the only player in Braves history to play for all three franchises. Here's the 1-2. It's in the dirt to the backstop, and it's now 2-2. He played for the Boston Braves, the Milwaukee Braves, and the Atlanta Braves. His number is retired. One of 10 numbers retired by the Braves. 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch. Line out into left center field. It's going to drop in front of the center fielder, Jameer Johnson. And that's going to be a one-out single. Off the bat of Walker Stiltner. He has his second single of the ball game. And the Pirates showing some life here in the bottom of the sixth inning. And now to bring up the right fielder, Jarrett Morris. Grounded out to short. He singled and he walked his last time up, batting in the number 2 spot for the Pirates. Runner on first, one down. First pitch is in the dirt, low and outside, and there's ball 1.
It's got to be an older player when he come to the Atlanta.
You want another hint?
Yeah.
He is second all-time in home runs for the Braves franchise behind Hank Aaron. 1-0 fastball caught the plate outside. He was the count at 1-1. Hank Aaron, the all-time home run leader for the Braves. This player I'm telling you about was second all-time.
Wasn't Cleet Boyer, was it? No? Okay.
Nope. 1-1 count. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Strike low and outside at the knees. It's 1-2 to Jarrett Morris.
I'm going to give up.
All right, you quit? Eddie Matthews.
The third baseman.
There you go.
I did not realize that. I'll be doggone.
I got one over Greg Parrott. That is the highlight of my day. Yes, sir. Only player in Braves history to play for the Boston Braves, Milwaukee Braves, and the Atlanta Braves.
Wow.
Runner goes. Pitch is fouled off at the plate. And we'll see another 1-2.
Who was the catcher? 1966 starting.
I've used up everything I know about the 66 team.
Well, very popular player, very popular coach.
Joe Torre.
Correct.
1-2, runner goes again. Fastball low and outside, taken for a ball. Throw to second is off the mark. And it's going to get away from the shortstop, Christian Colon. And it'll be a stolen base for Walker Stiltner. And now another runner in scoring position. I mean, we could go on. I love my Braves trivia. This is one of my favorite things to do when I'm working with the Braves. Bring the fans on stage, and we talk about Braves trivia. We give them chances to guess questions and answers and win all kind of prizes. I love my Braves trivia. 2-2 in the dirt, ball 3. I got another one. You ready?
Yeah.
So we all know that Hank Aaron hit number 715, right?
Correct.
As a Brave in 1974 at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. Who was on deck when Hank Aaron hit number 715 for the Braves?
Dusty Baker.
Good job. You nailed it. Full count, payoff pitch. Here it comes. And there's ball 4. A fastball outside and in the eyes of Jarrett Morris. And the Pirates are in business here in the bottom of the 6th. Runners on first and second. 1 out, and here comes M.T. Moody. He had an RBI single his last time up. He's got 2 singles in the ball game, batting third. And one big swing right here could really make this thing interesting. 9-3 score, bottom of the 6th, 1 out. First pitch to M.T. Just about hit him on the fastball, brushed him back. Popped the dirt out of the mitt of the catcher, Arant.
Bobby Pregame didn't last but a few years. Who was his replacement? Who was the next coach for the Braves?
1-1. Runners take off. Safe at third. Safe at second. A double steal for the Pirates. And now a base hit could score 2 for Pike County. Pitch was a ball. The count is 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Pirates now with runners at second and third here in the 6th inning. 1-1 to Moody in the dirt. Good block behind the plate by Elliot Arant, the catcher. M.T. Moody, a base hit here, could score 2 for the Pirates. There comes the 2-1, way upstairs, and it's 3-1. And Corbin Baird is struggling out there on the mound for Locust Grove here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pirates trying to fight their way back into it.
This has got to be your pitch to swing.
Oh, it's, yeah. I don't even know if you swing if it's perfect. You got a 3-1 count late in the ball game. Let's see if M.T. Moody's taking all the way. Here's the pitch. He was taking, and it's a strike at the knees on the outside corner to run the count full.
Okay.
Not a bad idea. See a strike. Now get ready to hack.
Choke and poke.
Full count. The 3-2 to Moody. Swung on and missed. Baird went downstairs with a fastball below the knees of M.T. Moody. And he swung right through it for strike 3, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. So 2 outs. And now runners at second and third, and it's the first baseman, Cooper Brown. Strikeout, ground out, and a bases-loaded walk for an RBI earlier in the ball game. First pitch on the way. Check swing, and he couldn't hold back. There's strike 1. Good curveball there from Baird, and Brown was way out in front of it. It's 0-1. Again, the Pirates with runners at second and third with 2 outs in the 6th. 0-1 is outside in the dirt. Another good save. Pirates had the bases loaded in the 3rd and the 4th and left them stranded. They were able to get 1 run across in both of those innings. But man, a couple of hits here, a couple of hits there. 1-1, fouled out of play. Good fastball there from Baird. And Brown was late on it, and now he's behind the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
How about the second baseman for that year? Do you remember him?
66 for the Braves. The 1-2, here it comes. Strike 3 call, froze him with a curveball on the inner half of the plate. And down goes Brown, and down go the Pirates. in the bottom of the 6th inning. We get one, but we strand runners at 2nd and 3rd. We have played 6 here in Zebulon. Locust Grove still on top. Your score, Wildcats 9, Pirates 2.
The President's Day sale event is going on now at Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Jackson. And we're celebrating by offering savings up to $13,000 off select 2025 Jeep Wranglers. Qualified buyers can even lease a new 2025 Jeep Gladiator for as little as $299 a month. Be sure to shop our huge online inventory at countrysideautomotive.com. And let's find your new ride at Countryside. I-75, exit 205, and Highway 16 in Jackson, Georgia.
Before we go to the top of inning number 7, I want to say thank you to another one of our great partners, and of course being Express Sanitation Services and their new services, Express Porta Potties. That's right. If you're looking for some outdoor restrooms for your next event or construction sites, be sure to contact Kyle and the crew at Express Sanitation Services. They'll handle all the setup. They'll handle all the takeaway. You don't have to worry about a thing. Be sure to contact Express Sanitation Services. Your next family get-together. You got a work site. You need some portable restrooms. Kyle and the crew can take care of you today. Top of the 7th inning. 9-2 is our score. 9-3 is our score. As Locust Grove will come to the plate. And it's going to be the bottom 3rd of the order. It'll be the catcher, Elliot Arant, leading it off.
Owens still on the mound?
I believe that is. Yes, sir. Looks like it.
Okay.
Yep, number 6. First pitch is in there for a strike. And it's 0-1 to the catcher, Elliot Arant. A walk and 2 flyouts to center field. Here's the 0-1 to him. Fouled off at the plate. 0-2. Bottom 3rd of the order today for Locust Grove. 1 hit in 9 plate appearances. 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 5 flyouts for the bottom 3rd of the order for the Wildcats. 0-2, that may be another flyout. Straightaway right. Now the wind pushing it toward the line, but the catch is made out there in right field by Jarrett Morris. One-handed catch with his glove down around his knees. That was a dangerous play out there.
That ball looked like my golf swing hit. Kept tailing to the right.
All right, we got a pitch hitter coming up here for Locust Grove. Jackson East is going to be batting for Trey Trot, the left fielder. He'll show bunt. Pops it up, and a diving catch in foul territory. Wow. My goodness, what a play by the pitcher, Ashton Owens. From the mound to foul territory in front of the Locust Grove dugout, a diving catch by the Pike County pitcher for the 2nd out.
I didn't see him coming out and catching that. I mean, he come off that mound sprinting.
What a catch by Ashton Owens. Let's go ahead and give that award our play of the game. Here this evening against Locust Grove, there's now 2 outs. This one lined up the middle underneath the glove of the Pirates shortstop, Walker Stiltner. And that's going to be a 2-out single by the number 9 batter, Avery Hicks. Wow, what a play there by Owens.
It was.
Today's play of the game being presented by... Trying to look on my sheet right here. Oh, there it is. It's Enlightening Electric. Sorry about that. Enlightening Electric powering today's play of the game. A diving catch by the pitcher, Ashton Owens.
Wow.
Here's the 0-1. This one's golfed out toward left center field. Lyric Scott is over in the gap, and he's got it. And the 3rd consecutive scoreless inning pitched by Ashton Owens to go along with our play of the game.
And only 6 pitches pitched that inning.
Pirates hold the Wildcats scoreless, but now we need a 7th inning rally. It's do or die time in Zebulon with the Wildcats on top. 9-3 as we go to the bottom of inning number 7.
The President's Day sale event is going on now at Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Jackson. And we're celebrating by offering savings up to $13,000 off select 2025 Jeep Wranglers. Qualified buyers can even lease a new 2025 Jeep Gladiator for as little as $299 a month. Be sure to shop our huge online inventory at countrysideautomotive.com. And let's find your new ride at Countryside. I-75 exit 205 and Highway 16 in Jackson, Georgia.
Welcome y'all to Buckner's Family Restaurant. Around here, we're nothing fancy, but we are a place where family and friends gather around for some good old Southern joy. Come on over and experience the all-you-can-eat Southern cooking served on one of our Lazy Susan tables. There's something special about enjoying a meal with friends and family. The good times even happen outside our doors as you smile and play games while you wait or pick up a meal for the family from our online ordering and curbside to go. So come on out and bring your family and friends for a true Southern experience at Buckner's Family Restaurant.
All right, Pirate fans, it is rally time in Zebulon. Going to the bottom of the 7th inning. Pirates down 9-3. Looking for a big-time rally here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Going to have a new pitcher into the ball game for Locust Grove. This is going to be number 7, Shannon Pierce. So Pierce will be the new pitcher for the Wildcats. And here for Pike County, Sawyer Selman will lead it off. First pitch on the way from Pierce. Fastball off the plate to the left-handed batting designated hitter for Pike County, looking for his first hit of the ball game. Well, Greg, I got more baseball coming up for me tomorrow, my man.
Yes, sir.
1-0 just about hit them. I'll be back in Athens tomorrow doing the PA announcing for the University of Georgia baseball team at 3 o'clock.
Who are they playing?
We got USC Upstate tomorrow at Foley Field.
Okay.
Here's the 2-0. Outside is 3-0. Man, that was fun. Had a opening weekend last weekend against Wright State. Dogs took 2 out of 3. I'll tell you one thing. Those guys love to hit home runs. Man, oh, man, they can jack the ball out of that ballpark.
The Dogs had good many.
Yeah. 3-0 pitch. Fastball for a strike outside. We'll play tomorrow at 3, and then the Dogs will have a weekend series against Samford at Foley Field this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That, of course, is if Mother Nature cooperates.
Right.
3-1, pop foul over our head behind the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth.
I'm going to finish telling you the rest of the infield for the Braves that year.
All right, you were at second base.
Second base was Woody Woodward.
Okay.
Shortstop was Felix Millan.
I've heard that name before. Payoff pitch, here it comes. Check swing, did he go? And he did not, says the home plate umpire. So a leadoff walk by Sawyer Selman. Good start here for the Pirates in the bottom of the 7th. We're down 9-3. And it's going to bring up the catcher, Gabe Bowden. 0 for 3 in the ball game, looking for his first hit. Pirates have just been hanging on, a run here, a run there. And I got a feeling I know who our player of the game is going to be today. Presented by Childress and Justice. Greg and I will give you that after the ball game. First pitch strike. I got an idea who I want to go with, Greg, but I hope I'm wrong, because if I'm wrong, that means we're about to have one heck of a bottom of the 7th inning. And we're going to come back and win this game on a walk-off and have a different player of the game nominee.
Right.
I can live with that. 0-1 just about hit him, and it's 1-1. Again, Friday, Pike County back in action here at home. Doubleheader. East Coweta and Social Circle come here to the Jack for a Friday doubleheader at 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. Fouled off at the plate, and it's 1-2. Locust Grove going to hit the road on Friday. They're going down to the Georgia coast, going to take on Brunswick High School, 7 p.m. Friday night. Guess that wouldn't be too bad. Play some high school baseball Friday night, spend the weekend down there at the beach. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
1-2, here it comes. This one is golfed a mile high, might land on top of the primary school down left field line. And it's out of play for a long, loud foul ball.
Wow, that was hit a mile.
Whew. That thing was way above the light poles.
Yeah.
Well, it's been great to be here no matter what happens here in the 7th. Our first home game of the year. Great crowd is here with us tonight. Always great to have the home faithful. Always great to have Michael Moody on the PA upstairs. And a special thank you to all the wonderful ladies inside the concession stand here tonight.
They're the best.
They are indeed. Here's the 1-2. Line down the left field line. There's a fair ball. It's going to hug the line. And going from first to third for the Pirates is going to be Selman. Bowden has a double, and now the Pirates with runners at second and third and nobody out. Again, the Pirates with great scoring opportunities here in the seventh. A great piece of hitting there by Bowden, able to just reach out and lunge at one and send it down the left field line. So now Selman is the base runner at third. Looks like we're going to have a courtesy runner, Greg. I believe that's Samaje Smith.
It is.
Who has come out to run for the catcher at second. And this thing is not over with yet. It is 9-3, bottom of the seventh. Last hope here for the Pirates and a great start to the inning.
Will you be at NASCAR any this week?
Yes, sir. I will actually be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay.
And I'll be emceeing the fan stage on Sunday before the big race in front of about 100,000 people outside. So, yeah, got a big weekend of NASCAR planned. Saturday and Sunday. I'll be here Friday.
Okay. Well, it's a little more trivia for you.
Oh, I know my NASCAR stuff now.
I know you do.
Careful. I may beat you on this one.
Okay. The last race in 1989
Okay.
in Atlanta. It
Yep.
was the last race of the year. Who won the race and who won the national points?
All right, hold on 1 second. Zane Gardner is at the plate. Nobody out. Runners at second and third. First pitch is a fastball in his eyes. There's ball one. I know Rusty Wallace won the championship.
Correct.
He was driving the number 27 Kodiak Pontiac.
Correct.
I remember that. Now, who won that race in '89? Here comes the 1-0 to Gardner. Fouled out of play off the light pole here down the first base line, and it's 1-1. 1989, the last race of the year at Atlanta. Well, it wasn't Earnhardt because he and Rusty were battling for the championship, so it wasn't him. I'm going to go Mark Martin in the Folgers car.
It was Earnhardt.
Earnhardt won it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That ball almost hit Walker there. It's 2-1.
Okay. And who won the pace car? They gave the Atlanta Journal-Constitution gave away the pace car if you mailed your entry in and had the right person to win the pole position.
2-1 pitch is swung on an upstairs fastball is 2-2. I didn't know the AJC and the Constitution gave away a pace car.
Well,
that's pretty cool.
They put on the contest, and you just mail your entry in.
Okay.
And I picked who won the pole position that year.
2-2 pitch. Upstairs is 3-2. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Greg Parrott won the AJC pace car.
I did.
Do you still have that car today?
No.
What car was it? Hold that thought real quick. Payoff pitch coming, 3-2. Here's the stretch and the payoff. Swung on and missed. A good fastball. And down goes Zane Gardner for the first out here in the bottom of the seventh inning. Greg Parrott won a pace car. Go figure. Still alive. We're not done yet. Pike County has runners on second and third. One down, bottom of the seventh, and here's Kobe Ivester, the number 8 batter. First pitch on the way. Fastball high and outside, and there's ball one. So you won a pace car. What kind of car was it?
A 1989 Ford Thunderbird Super Coupe.
Ooh, that was back when those T-Birds were awesome.
Yeah.
Fastball's in there for a strike. Boy, those Thunderbirds in the late 80s, they had that very distinct nose on it with those big headlights. And
yeah,
I think about all the races Bill Elliott won in the T-Birds back in the late 80s. Boy, they just kicked everyone's butt in NASCAR for a while. Here's the 1-1, and it hit Ivester in the back of his leg. Kobe Ivester takes one for the team, and the Pirates have the bases loaded with one out in the bottom of the seventh.
And the man who won the pole position is no longer with us here on planet Earth.
Neil Bonnick?
Mm-mm.
No. Earnhardt?
Mm-mm.
He didn't win the pole.
Mm-mm. Let me give you his number.
Okay.
Number 7.
Oh, Alan Kowicki.
Yes.
He won the pole in '89.
Uh-huh.
All right, some NASCAR trivia here. I love my NASCAR stuff. 9-3, Greg. I'm looking for some big hitting here from Lyric Scott, number 9 hitter. Bases loaded, 1 out. First pitch is a strike at the knees. That hasn't been there all night. But here it is in the bottom of the 7th. Strike 1 to Scott. Pirates have a runner on every base. Infield is in on the corners for the Wildcats. Here's the 0-1. Lyric shows bunt, pulls it back, and the ball almost got away from the catcher.
Wow.
I think that caught everybody off guard, including the pitcher.
That was a great stop there by the catcher.
Yeah, Elliot Arant, the catcher, made a great save there for Locust Grove. Chanham Pierce is the pitcher here for the Wildcats in the bottom of the 7th. Bases loaded, 1 out. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed. Laid on the fastball from Pierce, and it's 1-2. Again, the Pirates left the bases loaded in the 3rd, left them loaded in the 4th, and left runners at 2nd and 3rd and the 6th. Pierce is ready out of the stretch. The 1-2. Curve ball just about buckled Lyric Scott. A little too far in, and it's 2-2. I was thanking the concession workers here a little while ago, Greg. Tonight they've brought us cheeseburgers. They've brought us drinks. They've been here working hard all night this evening. So special thank you to the concession workers here tonight for Pirate Baseball. 2-2. Lyric just did barely get a piece of it. And he'll see another pitch.
We have a good group of parents. We have them every year, really. They just filter in, and they keep on going.
2-2 the count. Here comes another one. Strike 3 call. Lyric watched it all the way into the glove of the catcher. And that's the 2nd out of the inning as Lyric Scott goes down looking. I don't think he was expecting fastball. And he just squatted, and he watched that ball all the way into the glove for out number 2. And now it's down to the final out for the Pirates. And it's the top of the order, Walker Stiltner. Bases loaded, 2 outs for Pike County, bottom of the 7th inning. Pirates trying to keep the game alive. Pierce out of the stretch, first pitch, came inside, and there's ball 1. Again, weather permitting, we are right back here Friday night for a doubleheader. 3 o'clock against East Coweta, 6 o'clock against Social Circle, if Mother Nature cooperates. Hopefully she will. Here comes the 1-0. Way upstairs. It's 2-0. That one almost thrown over the head of the catcher.
Well, I tell you what, Mother Nature cooperated today, didn't she?
Oh, yes, she did. A beautiful day, 68 degrees at first pitch. It's gotten cool out here, but thankfully the wind has not blown one time today. Let's see how patient Stiltner is. He's got a 2-0 count. And he pops one up off his fist to the right side of the infield, and it's going to be caught by Liam Collier. And that will do it for the Pirates here on their home opener with your final of 9-3. Pirates gave it a heck of an effort in the bottom of the 7th, but just couldn't quite come through. We will take one more timeout. When we come back, we'll wrap up tonight's broadcast and hand out the award for our Childress and Justice Player of the Game. 9-3 final tonight in Zebulon.
The President's Day sale event is going on now at Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Jackson. And we're celebrating by offering savings up to $13,000 off select 2025 Jeep Wranglers. Qualified buyers can even lease a new 2025 Jeep Gladiator for as little as $299 a month. Be sure to shop our huge online inventory at CountrysideAutomotive.com. And let's find your new ride at Countryside. I-75, exit 205, and Highway 16 in Jackson, Georgia.
9-3 our final here tonight in Zebulon as the Pirates drop their home opener to the Locust Grove Wildcats. Be sure to tune in to the K13 Media Facebook page. Later tonight we'll have the full box score and recap for you. Hits, runs, errors, and all that good stuff. But right now it is time to give out the award for our Player of the Game presented by Childress and Justice. Chris Childress was here with us earlier, but he had to get out early, so we're going to give out the award here tonight. Greg Parrott and yours truly, Chad Feltman. I think we're on the same page here tonight, Greg, and I'm going to let you announce who tonight's Player of the Game award winner is going to be. You don't have to buy him sushi.
No.
Because Ryan and the crew at Ruth's Restaurant here in Zebulon are going to give tonight's player of the game a free meal to the restaurant. So who you got, Greg?
I've got Ashton Owens, pitched 3 scoreless innings, I believe, was it?
Yep.
Yeah.
5th, 6th, and 7th inning.
Yes, and did a very good job. So, Childress and Justice, appreciate y'all sponsoring the game player of the game. So, Mr. Owens will be eating down at Roost a mighty fine meal.
Ashton Owens, tonight's Childress and Justice player of the game. Exactly 2 hours and 30 minutes to get this one in today. And again, your final score, Locust Grove 9, Pike County 3. So that's 4 in a row now for the Pirates. But at least tonight, a little bit cleaner of a ball game, Greg. Only 2 errors in this one this evening for Pike County. But again, it was the runners left on base that is going to ultimately be the deciding factor here tonight. Pirates left the bases loaded in the 3rd, left the bases loaded in the 4th, left runners at 2nd and 3rd in the 6th, and left bases loaded in the 7th. So we had them on base, just could not bring them around.
That's heartbreaking with that many base runners left and cannot get them in. It comes down to timely hitting.
Well, hopefully we can get some of that timely hitting. Again, our next broadcast scheduled to be Friday. Pirates going to be right back here at home for a doubleheader against East Coweta and Social Circle. We will take on East Coweta High School at 3 o'clock, Social Circle at 6 p.m., and weather permitting, Greg and myself and Chris Childress will be right here in the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth behind home plate to bring you all of the play-by-play action. Best of luck and safe travels to our friends from Locust Grove High School. They stay perfect on the season. They're 4-0, and they're heading down to the coast for their next game Friday to take on Brunswick High School. So that'll do it tonight from the Jack in Zebulon. Final score, Locust Grove 9, Pike County 3. For Greg Parrott and Chris Childress, I'm Chad Feltman with K13 Media saying so long from the ballpark. We'll talk to you again right back here coming up this Friday.